It's been a long time since we've done this. Okay, and Dave the stepdad, he will be here in the next few moments. Just getting things started with the podcast. Like we're just now doing this. We haven't done this in a while, and so we've been kind of busy with things. And now we're finally able to do this roster update, and a lot has happened since we last did this. And we're going to obviously watch NXT, their fallout from Deadline, and get into all of that. So I've been producing the last few SmackDowns, a lot of them over the last couple months. I will be doing that again on Friday, and then doing Saturday night's main events. So if you're able to listen to the NBC station on Sirius XM, I got you covered on Friday and Saturday for the WWE stuff that we've been doing lately, which has been pretty cool. I think we started that with in September when they moved SmackDown to USA. So I think that's when that started. And I didn't do that initially, but I picked up on it. And I want to say three of the last four. And obviously, we'll be doing tomorrow. So or Friday. So I'll be doing that. And we'll be getting on that. We ideally are going to do a video for Netflix for the Raw premiere on Netflix. We're gonna try to do that. We won't make promises yet, but we're gonna try to do more of that because that's a big time Raw, and to really start a new era of WWE as they go fully all in on the Netflix stuff. And I think they're gonna do it big. And we're gonna do that obviously. So the play will be to get on this roster stuff because we have not done that, and we're gonna obviously get into NXT. We'll see what happens with the recaps of Full Gear because we could do that. Like talk a little bit about that. But I'm sure we're gonna do that with some of our roster updates and with Survivor Series. Obviously, that'll come with a lot of the roster updates we're gonna have to do. A lot of the management. Now he'll go first. I went first last time, so he will go first once he gets here, and we're gonna go from there. So we'll do our roster cleanup, and then we'll do our free agency pickups when we have to. Remember, our playoffs effectively start with the Royal Rumble, and when the Royal Rumble happens, it's pretty much when everything. Well, our rosters effectively basically lock, unless like some like catastrophic injury happens. But pretty much our rosters lock Royal Rumble time. So that's really we do all these, and then the playoffs kick up from Royal Rumble to WrestleMania, and then that's our season ends. And then when WWE does their draft and resets their brands, we do the same. And with WWE doing this new idea of, oh, we're going to have like a trade window, then yeah, I think this is going to cause even more stuff and cause even more roster fluctuations. So that's something else we're looking forward to. We'll get into the New Day stuff because obviously that's something that Dave the Stepdad is very high on, and it's always been heavy New Day stuff. Love New Day as well, but he's obviously been heavier on it than I. We're gonna get into that. Heartbreaking injuries from Survivor Series to one of my favorites in Bronson Reed, who unfortunately that injury looked nasty. He broke his ankle, and that's so devastating because he was cooking. He was absolutely cooking. It's so disheartening to see that happen. We're going to get into that, get into the other two injuries of Jimmy Uso, who broke his toe, and then Tama Tonga, who torn his bicep, I think it was. Just three devastating injuries from the War Games match, the men's War Games. It's a lot that happened. It's a lot that we're going to talk about once he gets here. NXT starting up in 9 minutes. We're going to definitely watch that. Talk about the Iron Survivor matches. don't think they hit as well as previous year Iron Survivors, either of them. I love that they main evented with the women, and I think the women deserve to main event it. The women's Iron Survivor Wrestling should have main evented. I think they did the right thing there. So that was good to see. The men's Iron Survivor I thought was better than the women's this year, but I thought the women did the right thing by main eventing with the women, considering how strong the women's roster has been. So very good to see that. It was a good pay per view overall, though. I did like Deadline as a pay per view. I thought it was a very productive show, all in all. I think we got some good surprises, and I do wonder of all the people who could move from NXT potentially to the main roster. I do wonder what happens with NXT. Like, you got your people who you know carry the brand right now. Obviously Trick, obviously Roxanne, obviously Fraxium. That was a great tag team match with No Quarter Catch Crew. That was a great tag match. Um, those are the people you really like. Okay, they carry the company. Those are your worthy champions. They carry it. And Tony D'Angelo's been a very productive champion in his own right. But your main players, to me, are Trick, Oba, and Roxanne. I don't think any of them are going anywhere, but who else might? Or will any of the main roster people from Raw or SmackDown go to NXT full on? I'm looking forward to seeing what happens with that. Like, what's this trade window is going to be very interesting. Like, we've already seen Cody pop up on Raw a couple of times. We've already seen Carmelo Hayes talk about the trade window. Maybe he goes to Raw. Like, it's. I wonder what's going to happen here. Like, will any mainstays from either brand go to the opposite? Like, will somebody like a Punk or a Rollins or a Drew go to SmackDown? Or will a Roman, who's been a mainstay on SmackDown for years, will he go to Raw? So it's a lot here. I'm much looking forward to what's next. And where are you? Oh, there you are. There you are.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were waiting for like 30 seconds.
No, 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 no. It was like, bro,
Like
I've been
your text came in at 7:53, and like, oh,
no,
like,
no. I've been here since you first started talking about NXT deadline. Since you first started talking about it, and
okay,
I'm
2 minutes. All right, that's okay, fine, 2 minutes. So
because
I,
you have a habit of leaving a nigga in a queue forever, bro.
I'm just setting the table for everything.
I'm gonna put your ass through the table.
Whatever. Anyway, you want to get this intro so we can get this started?
Let's go, man. All right, three. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the worst podcast of all time. It's still real to me. And I go by Dave the Stepdad from I Love You So Low Academy.
I am Beast Mike, and I'm just arriving with my train of thoughts. And as I just told you, as I just previewed, the what we're doing here this evening with our roster updates, and obviously we'll talk about deadline, and we're gonna go through. We're probably gonna hit on a lot of what happened at Full Gear and at Survivor Series through our roster, through our respective rosters. But first, obviously, we got some cleanups to do because a lot happened
Oh yeah.
through Survivor Series and through Full Gear. So you go first this time, and let's get to it. Let's get right onto it. Let's not waste any more time.
Could you I'm about to ask you, I'll be forgetting. Can you send me the roster? I mean, I already know what I'm gonna do anyway, but can you send me the roster?
Yeah, I will. Do you want to text it to you, or do you want to send
It
in
don't
your?
matter.
All right, I'll just text it to you. So this is
Oh.
what our current rosters are. You
Can
might
you
want to turn on
show
your notifications.
Oh yeah, and it is my month to go.
Yeah, sure.
Oh
Yeah, you go first. You go first this time. I went first last time.
Ooh, no, 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 no. I went first, but well, yeah, you're right. It was supposed to be yours, but I took. Oh yeah, but I took. Wait. The last time we did this, I use
Yeah, it
my
was. That's what I'm saying. It was my turn to go
yeah.
first, but you
Okay,
used
okay.
your get out of jail free you earned from the Swerve Danielson. So
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
why that yeah. So that's why that is. So yeah, yeah. We,
yeah.
we didn't do anything out of order or out of turn.
Yeah, I picked up the Hurt Business 2.0.
Correct. Which they're now
Yeah,
called the Hurt Syndicate, which
exactly.
we'll clean that up.
Okay. So again, I know who I already won, but I want to double check your roster because last time you got somebody on there, I'm like, why the hell do you still have this person on here when they haven't been around? And I think you released this person. And if I am right, yes, you did. Oh yeah.
But you got some cleaning to do
I
before
know, I
you.
know, I know, I know. I just want to make sure you don't have this person on your roster first. That's all. All
Okay.
right. So, um, there's a lot going on. So, w- w- uh, should I? No, no. I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna let you go. And tell me what cleaning up do I need to do? I know this. I already know, man. I'm all right. Go
So
ahead. Go ahead.
so the first heartbreaking one, and I
Ah,
kind of spoke.
man.
I kind of spoke on it during the kind of the cold open.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
Bronson Reed breaking his
Yes, you
ankle.
did. Ah,
Bronson,
yeah,
that hurts so bad. Because I love what Bronson Reed was doing,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
and now that he's going to be out for a long time, like that hurts. Like that's he was going to be on a heater. It
Bro.
looked like in 2025, and a lot of his 25 is probably done because the ankle. That you saw the
Yes.
replay of it, the slow mo of it. It's nasty.
Yes. Yes. Bro, I let him go for that 1 month, and I thank God I picked him back up,
And you
yo.
picked
He
him back
was,
up, and he was cooking. He had the
bro,
rivalry with Strowman and the rivalry with Seth. He was cooking.
bro, he went to Jacob 5 too, dog.
Yeah,
Like,
he was in his bag. He's a more
yeah,
he's a psychologically like put together
bro.
more Jacob. Where Jacob's just a madman. So like Bronson was like
No,
cerebral.
no, no. Remember instead of saying Cope is Jacob 5
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
he was on Jacob Fox. Like the matches, the storyline, man. It was just and then the crowd was just getting behind, and you know the crowd's getting behind them when they're actually saying it. Like when Adam Parrish is like, "Yo, I didn't want to suspend you, I want to fine you," but the crowd loves you. Like,
yeah.
ah, so yes, I will have to unfortunately put him on the IR. Um. So right now my IRs is Adam Copeland
Logan Paul's the other one.
and Logan Paul. Okay. Yeah. So I guess I gotta put him on the I. Wait, is Randy Orton really injured or he just taking a break? What being Randy?
Well, obviously Orton and KO aren't a tag team anymore. Obviously,
Yeah.
uh I don't. I'm guessing it's a break, but
I'm gonna leave him there. I'm gonna leave him there.
so what? You're gonna like let Orton take the extra spot that Reed's IR creates? Is that's what we're doing?
Yeah. All right. Hold on. Yeah. Hold on. Hold on. Let me not confuse you or myself. So there is an extra spot for the IR. Bronson Reed hits there. All right.
Yeah, right.
So another cleanup spot we could do is Jay Uso, but I'm leaving Jay Uso on the roster.
Hmm.
I'm not putting him on the IR. Um. Same thing with Brian Danielson. You know what? See, now this is the part that gets confusing to me because I still have Adam Copeland, and for all intents and purposes, like with that little time that he had,
Hmm.
he was wrecking shit, and I feel like he's worth keeping. Obviously, he's not getting all tens, but he did enough damage where it's
He
like
was
he's
good. He was
yeah,
good for the couple months that you had him, and the
yeah,
rivalry with Christian. It was good. It was working until he jumped off the cage against Alistair or
right.
against Malachi.
So you know what I'm gonna do instead. I'm going I'm going to well, let me know if I'm able to do this without like trying to like be extra. I was going to drop Logan Paul and put Brian Danielson on the IR instead.
Okay.
Okay, so
Yeah, if you want to do that, that's fine.
that's fair game.
Okay, yeah, if you want to, yeah, because obviously you're cleaning up your roster.
Right,
So
right.
yeah, so if you want to do that, that's fine. So you'll all right. So you'll have Danielson on your IR, and you'll drop Logan. All right, that's fine.
And
Which
as
which,
far
which
as
still puts you in the same position
right, right,
of having an extra spot.
right. So because RKO isn't a thing anymore, I
Right.
still have to be fair and keep one and drop one. So I'm going to drop. See, Radio already gives you 10 box office, 10 aura, but
Hmm.
But KO is just he on some shit right now. Like so, oh man, and I don't know how long is Randy Orton gonna be going. That's the thing. Like,
That's the question. Yeah,
and KO is cooking, and this thing with Cody Rhodes, he just building and building. You dig what I'm saying?
I
So
get it.
for the uncertainty of excuse me, Randy Orton, at least for now, if he's not getting picked up by you, I'm going to release him and keep KO.
Okay.
Um, is that all? I think that's it, right?
Let's see. Cody's obviously fine. Jay's
Mm-hmm.
probably fine. I think Jay's a storyline thing.
Yeah.
Seth is fine. Bianca Jade, you can't really do anything with Bianca Jade because
Mm-mm.
we don't
Mm-mm.
know when's Jade coming back, and or
Yeah.
they're still tag champions technically, so we can't do anything with that. Punk is
Yeah.
fine. Camilla and Mercedes aren't a thing anymore,
Oh yeah.
so
Yeah. Definitely drop. Come on. As soon as we get her name right now, she's dropped.
yep. So that's not a thing anymore. So still has a bloodline, even though a fourth of it is
Mm-hmm.
missing.
Right.
Obviously MJF, Cope's RR, Trick's still doing his thing, Osprey doing his thing. KL, you made that choice already.
Mm-hmm.
Naya's doing her thing. HOB cooking, and obviously the Julia vignettes are really starting to. I
Yeah.
like the Julia vignettes. So those are dope.
That was a good pickup by you too. Wait, did you get
Oh
her? Yeah, you
no,
did get her.
wait, I don't. I didn't get Julia.
Yeah, you did. You did. You did, bro.
Oh
Yep, you did.
no,
I, I,
no, I'm sorry, not Julia. I'm thinking Julian Hart. I'm thinking Julie. I'm thinking Julian Hart.
okay, okay,
Yeah, I
okay.
did get Julia. No, I did get Julia, and that worked. And obviously, the Iron Survivor part is like now that she's the Iron Survivor, she got another shot at Roxanne. So that's
Mhm.
a really good look for me. Um, but yeah, like getting Julian Hart with the vignettes and her return inevitably. That seems like a world's end type time. Um, let's see. BCC.
Mhm.
Obviously, that's a really they've coming hot. Or now we can't even call them BCC anymore. They're called the Death
Exactly.
Riders now.
Yep.
So we
Yep.
gotta switch that up. Yeah, so we
Yeah.
gotta switch that up. And they got a lot of gold in that group too.
I think that was a great pickup by me, yo.
It really was. Yeah, no, it simmered. It was a slow roast
It
too.
was. It was.
Like because they wasn't really hot until Danielson went
Nah.
on the farewell tour, and
Nope.
then they got hot.
Yep. And I was contemplating on letting them go, man. But I was like, I can't do that shit, man, because it's way too much talent there, bro. It's
Yeah,
like, nah, it's way too much.
so that was a good hold on your part. That was a good hold. Like you were patient. That was a good patience there.
And I ain't gonna
Bailey's,
cap. I stole that from you though. I
yeah,
stole the BCC from you.
yeah, because
That was a
obviously I've had
great.
him the last 2 years. Right, I've had
Yeah,
him the
that
last
was
two
a
years.
great pickup by you. I was like, yo, if I got a chance to get them, man, I'm going to get them.
Yeah, that's a good call. Good call. Bailey, who's been as stable as it gets. Sammy, stable as it gets. Hangman, out. It's been cooking for a lot of this year.
Yeah. Ooh, that was a great one by me
Yeah,
too. That was a
Hangman's been
great
cooking this year.
creative pickup, bro.
That was a smooth one. That was a smooth one. Joe Hendry, who obviously still cooking on Impact. Wyatt's obviously just talking about Bronson. Ethan Page has been pretty stable. American Made's been stable. Hurt Syndicate's starting to cook. Obviously Danielson and then Ricochet in AEW as well starting to cook. So it's a
Hmm.
good. You got a stable roster here.
Oh yeah. but I'm about to fuck you up anyway. So since it's my turn, I already know who. Oh wait, hold on, I can't do anything. Hold on, I'm sorry, I'm all
Yeah,
hyped.
no, yeah, see, yeah. I
Yeah,
still
I
got,
gotta wait. My bad, my
I
bad.
gotta do I gotta do my cleanup part now.
Sit my hype ass down.
So I gotta do I gotta do my cleanup. Let's see what we got. What we got? As Julia's now in the ring and preparing for Roxanne, they're setting up New Year's Evil when Julia's going to defend the title against Roxanne. Roxanne's going to defend the title against Julia, as Roxanne has held the title for most of this year, pretty much since Stand and Deliver. So let's see. Judgment Day still doing the thing, obviously. They haven't hit the same, I think, since they split up the
Yeah,
Terror Twins.
yeah,
But they're still
yeah,
steady. They're still
yeah,
strong.
yeah.
Imperium, look, Kaiser's starting to get a run, looks like, and obviously Gunther doing his thing. Swerve has been strong. I'm still waiting on Becky. I'm still trusting my instinct of Becky and obviously Charlotte. Um, I'm still trusting my instincts on that. Drew, it's been I think he's been WWE's MVP this year.
Nah, you can't say that.
Oh, really? Okay, who do you think's been the MVP for WWE this year?
If you're gonna say Drew's MVP, then you gotta say Punk is MVP because Drew's storyline has been all about Punk.
That's the rivalry of the year. That's different to me. You're not. I don't necessarily disagree with you, but I think that I think that's easily the rivalry of the year, no question. And you can argue match of the year. It's one
Yeah.
and one A with Cody Roman too, but
Mhm.
it's that can be argued. And Punk obviously has mattered big time as well for a good amount of the year. But everything Drew has done has mattered, whether Punk involved or not, because obviously the World Heavyweight Championship stuff he was in with Seth and with Priest that has
All right.
mattered.
All right. Well, you know what? If you gonna put it like that, then I got. Hold on. You said Drew is the MVP or WWE's
I think he's
MVP?
WWE. I think he's WWE's MVP this year.
Okay. All right. I still feel. You know what? I'm gonna give you that only because of the injury with Punk. That's the only reason why.
Okay,
But you know what? On the same token, no, you can't do that because Punk was in War Games and Drew was not.
that's fair.
That's all I'm saying. I'm just saying, at least with Punk, he had Drew and he had Seth. And he had that little teaser. I mean, now he got something going on with Roman. You feel me? Possibly.
Hmm.
Possibly. You know what I mean? But he had the teaser when he came back. He was like, I was the original Paul Heyman guy. I'm just saying,
Right.
Drew, it's been all glazed and Punk the whole time. Like it's kind of like when Brock Lesnar was like, "All I do was think about Bobby Lashley."
That was a hilarious promo. The third part of it where he's like, I laid down in bed with my wife.
Wife.
And then he realized what he's about to do. And it was like, and then 4 or 5 hours later, then I started thinking about Bobby Lashley. Brock Lesnar paused himself
Yes,
before
that was hilarious.
delivering that line.
I believe that was the best Brock Lesnar promo.
Yeah, that was easily the funniest.
Yeah,
That
the
was
funniest, the funniest. Yeah,
easily
but
the funniest.
he had a joke. If you remember with him with Kurt Angle, man, they had a joke, and it was talking about being a champ.
Yeah.
Uh, I forgot. I don't think. No, this wasn't baldhead Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle had hair, but they were just going back and forth. Like Kurt Angle was silly, but I don't think people really realized the promos that Kurt and Brock had.
Well, this screams like '03 when they're both.
Yeah,
Yeah, this is '03 where both of them are faces,
right.
and Lesnar's the champion. No, yeah, one of them's the champion. I think it's Lesnar, and like they're both doing like stupid stuff, like push ups or like
Yeah,
milk,
exactly.
yeah, like they're both doing stupid stuff
That's
for a night
that's
on
what I'm talking
SmackDown.
about.
Yeah, I remember that. I
But
remember that.
the funny joke was I forgot who it was, but someone went past him and she said, "Hey champ." So she was talking to me. No, she was talking to me because they both champions.
Yeah,
And yeah, you feel me? So
I
that
remember
that
that.
that like when Brock did my point is when Brock did that promo, that whole Bobby Lashley promo, that's what that reminded me of early Brock Lesnar, Kurt Angle stages, like the funny shit. Also, Money in the Bank Brock.
Oh yeah, Brock in the Bank.
Brock in
Yeah,
the
when he
Bank.
had the
There you
boom
go.
box,
Yeah,
the boom box.
that fucking five,
Oh
that five, what 3 3 second dance broke the goddamn internet, yo.
yeah, It
Like, what
really
the
did.
fuck?
It really did. Let's let's see. Let's see. I'm just thinking of our roster. So Tony, Ethan
Okay.
Page, and then Tony D'Angelo are chilling are backstage. Look, I did about to set up a match for those two. That'd be an interesting match between two guys who are pretty good with the psychology in NXT. That'd be a good match. All right, that's a good flow. So let's
Excellent.
see. Becky, I'm still banking on her coming back. This screams Netflix return. This screams a Netflix move for Becky.
Ooh.
Let's see here.
I don't like that from. I don't like that for me. I don't like
uh,
that.
yeah, if I'm right about Becky or Charlotte coming back for Netflix, that's a huge deal. That would be a huge get.
Yeah.
Um, let's see. That's Tony. I think Tony announced her retirement.
Yeah, she
Like,
did.
yeah, I think she announced her retirement. So unfortunately, I'd have to release Tony.
You can
Because
put it in the IR if you
I
want.
don't have my. Well, actually, I will because Kenny. I don't think Kenny's coming back, at least for this year. I don't think Kenny. I'm not sure if Kenny Omega's coming back. But my other problem is the terrorist wins aren't really doing their thing either. So like I have several moves I have to make in this situation.
Yeah, are they even a thing anymore?
Yeah, I'm just saying I don't think they're a thing anymore. So
So Big Mike got to drop one of them.
yeah, so that's a huge problem for me because both of them have been so good.
And I'm right there
This
ready to snipe.
this is so bad. Oh, this is so bad.
Mhm.
This
I'm
is
going to snipe that.
so bad.
Ooh,
Okay, all right. So
this is actually better than my original free agent pickup, but I'm gonna wait. Ooh,
this is legitimately
I
bad.
like it.
All right. So all right. So I gotta do some roster cleanup anyway. So let's see. So what I'm going to do. Yeah, I think Tony legitimately retired. I don't think Tony Storm's coming back.
Yeah,
I
that's what I
I
wasn't sure if that was a woman
yeah.
work or not.
No, I don't think she. I think she was dead serious. I don't think she's coming back.
That
So
sounds like something she would do as a work.
right. In theory, otherwise she would have. I think came back by now to address Mariah or to
Yeah, it makes sense.
come back for the title. But she never
I'm a
did.
podcast, faggot.
So yeah, she just chalked it and left it. So yeah, unfortunately Tony's gonna have to go because I hate it because I love Tony Storm's run.
Yeah,
So,
deuce,
uh,
goose.
yeah, so that's unfortunate. I don't think Kenny's coming back either. So I think Kenny will. I'll release Kenny Omega. Uh, AJ Styles is the other one who had who he too had an injury.
Mm-hmm.
As you remember, so I
That's
could
fucked
IR.
up. I feel so bad for him, man.
Yeah, he just came back too. And I thought, okay, AJ and Carmelo were gonna have a dope rivalry,
Yeah.
but AJ did not. Yeah, so AJ got hurt, so I could IR AJ because I released Kenny, and Kenny was IR. Kenny was one of the IR spots I had, so I could IR AJ. AJ Styles. Let's see, Breaker's obviously fine. Roxanne's fine. Tiffany's fine. Hook is fine.
You
Roman's
traded me,
doing his.
Breaker.
Huh?
You traded me, Braun Breaker.
Yeah, I said Braun Breaker.
You
Yeah, but
traded
Braun.
me him.
No, I didn't.
Oh, I thought you did.
No. You wanted. You thought about it, but no, we didn't make any trade about that.
I know. I was just fucking with you.
No. Let's see. Let's see. Hook is doing his thing. Roman's obviously being Roman. Oba just came back and just won the Iron Survivor, so that's a big deal. Uh, let's see. Lyra doing her thing in the Intercontinental Title tournament for the women. Let's see. Soruka obviously is floating in the women's scene. Conglomeration obviously doing their part. Mariah Ray obviously. Kalani Jordan just pulled up on the scene in the last segment. She's been doing her thing. Don Callis, obviously with the new improved Kyle Fletcher and the crew that Callis has got, and then Julia who just won Iron
Yeah.
Survivor. So I got a good mix here. I'm banking on big returns from Charlotte and Becky. We'll see if they actually do. It feels like Becky coming back for Netflix. It feels like that's a big enough show. First Raw of the year of 2025. That's a big enough Raw for her to return, and it makes sense. So that's where I am with my current roster. As for Rhea and Damien, it sucks, but fair is fair. I'll have to release Damien and see and see where we go.
Ooh, I want to call you some names, but I'm not able to do it right now. I wanted you to release Rhea instead. You know what? I'm gonna stand on. Okay, wait. All right, so that's it, right?
Yep.
I'm going to stand on my original free agency. Damn, Priest. One, two. You know what? There's only two. Oh, first of all, well, I'm gonna tell you. I'll get there. I'm going to. I have a really solid John. Like I really f with my roster, yo. I'm happy about it. I wasn't too sure at first because yours was going crazy, but as time went on, my roster is so solid all the way around, bro. But there's some there's some tweaks that can be made. And as much as I love the gimmick, and you are right, he is killing it on Impact. But I don't think him killing it on Impact has much of an impact for our roster, at least in my eyes. Is
Okay.
my opinion. I mean, you may look at him higher, but for me, it's not enough. It's not enough. So I gotta release Joe Hendry, and I will replace him with Shinsuke Nakamura.
That's a good pickup.
That's what I think you. Well, that's what I think you was gonna go with.
Shinsuke was absolutely in the
Yep.
plans.
Yep. I
Yeah.
knew it. I
He
said,
was absolutely in the plans.
yeah. I said, fuck that shit, Mike. I am not taking no chance. I'm not taking a chance. And you had him a couple. I had him once, but you had him. You've been pretty
I
steady
had
with
him
him.
and dropped him. I didn't think I didn't know what they were doing with him. And then
You,
they finally they pulled the trigger. And this is a darker Shinsuke. This
yeah.
Shinsuke is dark.
Like we thought it was gonna be up every since the storyline was up, but they shit the bed with him, and
Right.
so. But yeah, man, like oh yeah, the first thing that came to my mind was you. No Diddy. It was like oh yeah, I got to get him though before Mike get his. Nope.
All right. So with that being said, my first free agent move. Welcome back, Damian Priest.
Yeah.
Uh,
That's I'm fine. Listen, Damian Priest is nasty. I'm fucking with him. I love the storyline. With like he's been on top like since he's lost the title and all that. But I just felt like Shinsuke got something going on. It's like, bro, it's different. It's different, bro. It's like we know what we got with Damian Priest, and we just don't the potential for Shinsuke, bro. Give
mhm.
me Wyatt Six vibes just on SmackDown.
Like anytime there's a brawl happening, like the bloodlines surrounding you, and they're doing
Mhm.
nothing about it. Like they ain't stepping to you at all. You know you've got an aura.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, like what are they? Like it's 3-on-1, and the bloodline keeping their distance from Shinsuke Nakamura.
Yeah.
It's like, yo,
I
it's
I
it's like that.
I feel like between now and the end of our season, Shinsuke Aura can can be at possibly a 10. I say possibly because I don't want to sound biased or nothing, but I feel like he could possibly be a 10. His storylines is already there. So as long as they continue to be consistent with him,
Hmm.
oh, he's going to be up there.
Yeah, it's good. It's he could
Yeah.
like this US. He's always been a good stable workhorse champion.
Right.
Like and with the U.S. title scene, with it's him, it's LA Knight, it's Carmelo Hayes, it's
Mm-hmm.
Andrade,
Mm-hmm.
and Melo and Andrade have had bangers all year, and LA Knight
Mm-hmm.
was a stable champion. Like it's it could do a lot of damage with the mid card scene with those four guys, and then whatever else they do when it comes to the transfers, from Raw or NXT. So like that's like they could do a lot of damage with this with Shinsuke.
Yeah, I feel like Shinsuke is with this version of Shinsuke, man. He could if you're if we don't if you're not a S tier or A tier, like I'm talking about as far as our roster, I feel
Right,
like he could take anybody's spot if you're not
right.
S tier. And Damian Priest is I look at him S tier, A tier. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
But again, I just don't. I just feel like with this version of Shinsuke, he can be A tier at like maybe not S tier in this quicker time, but I feel like he can be A tier.
Oh, yeah, I can see that. I can definitely see Shinsuke with the
Yes.
psychology he plays, those vignettes, those videos that he plays. Like he is.
Yeah.
There's something here. There is something. There is some magic with Shinsuke.
No.
As Wesley and Jelani Evans are starting to get things rolling on this first matchup on NXT.
So we can go to the next free agents on the
Yeah, so it's your turn.
commercial. Yep. And speaking of Javon Evans, yeah, you call him Jelani Evans? Who you
Oh,
call him?
yeah, I might call him Jelani Evans.
Yeah.
It's Javon Evans, but it's excellent athleticism on his part.
So, I'm really digging Javon Evans, bro. Like, I really f with him, man. Like, young boy, he got a nothing but freaking potential. I told my son I see a lot of him and Javon Evans, bro. I really
Okay.
do. But he gave me this dumbass response. I ain't gonna say it, but he just said, "Oh, I heard of him." So what? It, Javon Evans is, bro. It's man, bro. Like his
Oh yeah,
charisma.
definitely.
How I love how they let him just be himself and talk, like, cause he's culture. You feel me?
Hmm.
Like, and I feel like it's him being himself. It's not him trying to. I don't get hit row vibes with him. And I'm sorry. And I'm gonna be bringing down my people, but god damn, I couldn't stand hit row weak asses, bro. I could not stand them.
Like I like Swerve. Like obviously Swerve was like that, but the other three members of it, although B Fab
Mhm.
maybe with the Street Profits, like her first match was good, and like we'll see what she does going forward. Like her first match in a while, I guess on SmackDown, was really productive. But like yeah, I want to see. Uh, but yeah, like, Hit Row for some reason was only really good in NXT. Was only like had
Exactly.
any
Yeah.
sort of energy on NXT. Like it was an instant flop on SmackDown. And really, maybe some of that's because Swerve wasn't there, and like it
Yeah.
was obvious like Swerve was the head man of this. And as we see in AEW, Swerve is as a top guy there, and it just needed that top dude. And not having it was just like, oh, the rest of you are just not that serious.
I didn't
And
even like. Oh, my fight me cut you off. Go ahead.
yeah, like that's what it was. Like the rest of them just weren't that serious. Like and they couldn't. They needed that lead singer, and not having him was just like, oh, okay. The rest of you just aren't like that.
I ain't like hit row on NXT because
Okay.
they was just typical black squad who raps. That's what I don't like about hit row. Like, there was nothing that, yeah, Swerve. He was the only one that I mean, beef. I like beef fat aura, but Swerve stood out, and and obviously it's easy to say that right now. Like, it's a cop. It sounds like it could be a cop out, but if anyone knows, like,
But
like,
even then, Swerve was the one that stood out.
that.
Like Swerve was the only
That's what
one
I'm
that was
saying.
like
That's
you
what I'm
could see it.
saying.
Like if Swerve had won the NXT title when they were in NXT, we would have all understood.
Exactly,
We would have all
exactly.
understood. Like okay, yeah, he's gonna do that.
Well, I'm just saying it sounds like it could be a cop out. Like, oh, I will. Oh, I know he was going to be like. Oh, I know he was like. Nigga, of course, it's easy to say that now, but if you really know, if you really been watching NXT, if you know anything about, just if you're not a casual, Swerve always stood out, which was always weird as fuck. Why the hell would you let him go? Like, why?
Right.
No, that's like when Bray Wyatt got released. Like, why the fuck are you releasing him?
You had two of
Why?
the 10 best gimmicks in the 2010s with Bray, and you opted not to use them. Like what?
Exactly.
Make that make sense.
Exactly. So, but anyway, I always I never like hit row, boy. I could not stand them niggas, bro. I could not stand them, bro. And your big ass is flipping over the ropes and you fucking up like,
That's the exact moment where Hit Row died. When
yeah,
Michael Cole
absolutely.
buried Top Dollar. That was the
And
end right there.
look. So now let me rewind to speed up real quick. Remember I gave the example. I said, what was it? I said somebody to somebody is Michael Cole to, I mean, who was it? Liv Morgan or no, Chelsea Green? No, Michael Cole to
It might have
Chelsea
been Chelsea
Green.
Green.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah, like Chelsea Green has gotten so much pop, like so much pop. She has gotten she has gotten popular,
Hmm.
because of Michael Cole. You feel me?
Yep, yep.
Um, so I'm saying that to say, like, it's just it's just crazy how much of the aura of the power that Michael Cole has. Just like, yes, and I say that because now this is a fast forward, because Michael Cole did bury Top Dollar, but you also got Mark Henry and Bubba Ray defending Top Dollar.
Hmm.
Undisputed, arguably the best wrestling podcast. And
Yeah, busted
and
open.
yeah. And with them even defending him, it still ain't work. No, rest in peace, Hit Row after that, bro. They did not. And even when Top Dollar showed the old video of him being 50 pounds heavier and making and making that same move, it still didn't work, bro.
Yeah.
It still didn't work. They tried, but I feel people wasn't already sold to begin with, and for people that were still in their feelings about Swerve being let go, and then you added Michael Cole speaking on it, like what's that botch? It was no coming back. It was a combination of shit.
Hmm.
But yeah, Hit Row was. I'm glad they're doing their own thing now, like individual. I don't know if Top Dollar working at Giant or anything like that. You know what he's doing?
Last I saw, he was. Last I saw, I think he was in TNA. I think that's the
Okay,
last I saw him. It was TNA or something like that.
okay.
And obviously, Ashanti's in NXT, and obviously, Beef Abs on SmackDown. But I
Hmm.
think he's in. I think he's in TNA. I think Top Dollar's in TNA. That's the last I saw him.
And everyone is steady in their respective lanes. You know, with beef, like with everything you just said, like, you know what I mean? Everyone has obviously Swerve is still, that guy, but everyone is still getting like burned, you know what I mean?
Right.
But I don't, Top Dollar is working at Burger King. I fuck with Top Dollar. I just hate that gimmick, bro. I hate that Hit Row gimmick. That's all I'm trying to say. I just hate that gimmick, bro.
I get it. It's stereotypical, and
Yeah,
you
man.
wanted something to be a little different. Okay,
Yeah.
I get it. I get it. All
How you
right,
feel about
so
Wesley's haircut?
I'm so used to him with dreads. I'm so
Yeah.
used to him with the dreadlocks. Nah,
Yo,
but I like what Wesley is. I don't know why he's still in NXT personally. I think he could get called up to Raw or SmackDown, and I'd be perfectly okay with it. But the haircut, I'm not ready. I was not ready for the haircut. I was not.
I'm
I was
cool. I'm cool with Wesley. I'm just not sold on him on the mic, bro. He's not believable to me, bro. He seems like a fucking Tyler Perry character, bro. He's just not believable to me, man. I, I feel like he's getting better
hmm
as a heel. He's getting
right.
better, but it's still not believable to me, man. Like believable to the point where it's like I feel that shit. Like even when he's talking about his injuries and I don't know about coming back, it was like, bro, it's for me. It don't hit with me, bro.
Like as a like the underdog story, especially that North American title run. Like, he was amazing as North American champion,
Yeah, he
and
was.
like as a face, he was always like that. Like he was
Hmm.
legitimately great as a face.
Yep. I'm just speaking about his mic work. I'm just
Yeah,
not a fan of his mic work, bro. I'm
and
not.
I think it will improve. I still don't know if he should be in NXT. Nice, that's a cardiac kick. Yeah, Jelani's. Yeah, Evans is out. He gone. Oh, he kicked out.
Devon, my nigga.
Javon. I like him calling Jelani, but maybe I'm
I
thinking of
don't
Kalani
know.
Jordan. I guess, but
Yeah,
like,
exactly. That's
yeah,
what I was about to say.
I'm probably thinking Kalani Jordan. I guess because she's like her future is crazy good.
Calling the other
I love
man
that she's
Kalani.
basically like a female version of Rob Van Dam. Like I love that.
Yo, she's
Uh,
pretty as shit.
but this feels like a mirror match, honestly. Wes and Javon Evans. Like
Yeah.
it feels like a mirror match because of how fast. Like these two guys are excellent with speed and excellent in space. Can Evans get their finish?
Bro.
Smart by Wesley, the veteran experience. But yeah,
Oh,
like Evans is gonna be like a. If Evans isn't champion by the end of 2025, in some way, I'd be actually shocked.
especially with the rise that he's on and people was catching on to him, man, and really F with him, man. Like, I'm really digging the ball, bro. Pause.
That gorgeous spinning corkscrew splash, and that's how he gets the win over Wes.
Bouncy.
Yeah, even that match of Randy Orton. I know, like people like. I'm glad that people didn't dump on him for the
Like
RKO spot that they
RKO.
missed.
Yeah.
I'm glad that people didn't dunk on him for that because Randy like threw it off like, okay, I get it. Like you were trying, like you just didn't catch it. Yeah, that's fine. I'm glad that he didn't get dunked on for that. But that was fun. Like that was a good match he had
Yeah.
with Randy.
No, I agree 100%, man, because that that could have hurt him.
Hmm.
Like that could have hurt him, bro. Especially when you dealing with Randy Orton and one of our favorite moves ever is the RKO. Like everyone is excited to get to
Hmm.
see a RKO, and with as you know, your whole gimmick is about you being aerial, and now we get to see this young bull and RKO. We already know, like once that match was set, it's all about the RKO, and then when you
It's about the
watch,
spot. It's about the spot. What is he gonna catch him? Is he gonna do it?
yeah, man. Ah, so I was a little disappointed with that too.
Let's see. So I made my first free agency move. You made your first? Yeah, you made your first. Obviously, you went first. Um. All right, so it'll be your turn if you want to make another one.
Oh yeah, I'm going to make another one.
All right, yeah, get your first for Shinsuke. So, what's
So
your next move?
this is in response to you when you was talking about who's going to who's the lead guy, or I'm sorry, lead talent in wrestling, NXT, and I was like, nigga, because how you gonna say Trick, Roxanne, Obi, but not say Ethan Page?
You have Ethan Page.
Huh? No, no, I'm saying, like, listen, you said
I'll get it. I get it. When I
yeah,
said like the S tier in NXT,
yeah,
when I said the S tier of NXT, I said Roxanne, Oba, and Trick,
yeah,
and then Fraxium in terms of the tag teams. Yeah,
right.
I said those were the four entities I thought of. Like, yeah, those are the guys that are your S tiers in NXT, and Roxanne obviously.
Yeah, you like who's going to be the next one? I'm like, how do you not speak of Ethan Page? You don't think he's like that in NXT?
I maybe it's because Ethan Page has only been around for like 5 months, as opposed to at the start of the year you knew Roxanne was like that. At the start of the year you knew that Trick was like that, and at the start of the year Oba was already champion, and you knew Oba was, and we were starting to see that Oba was like that. Maybe because he's like Ethan came in, won the title right away. Yeah, he was nice like that, but like maybe it's because it's just the amount of time in NXT.
Okay, I'm
I
looking
get
at
it
it.
though. Ethan is high tier. Let's be like for this year, he's like obviously like NXT newcomer of the year is absolutely Ethan. He's high tier. I don't know if I could go as probably because of the amount of time he spent in NXT.
Yeah. So with that being said, I am releasing Ethan Page
You did all that just to release him. Okay.
because I had to put respect on his name, bro.
Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough.
I had to, like, you're right. The 4 or 5 months he been in NXT, he was destructive, bro. He made his presence known. And I'm not even a big fan of him, but I respect the impact that he had on NXT. And I think you and I had a conversation, not too sure, like, well, damn, well, Carmelo's here, or and Trick is the champion. Who the hell is he gonna challenge? I think you and I had a conversation like that. And then Ethan Page come out of nowhere, it's like, oh. Because we knew he wasn't going against Oba because he was champion. So
Right.
I was like, who the hell is going to challenge Ethan? Trick. And then it was Ethan Page pulled up, and I felt like, yeah, like ever since he pulled up, man, he let his presence, be known, and he's been putting on hell of a matches. His mic work is crazy. You know what I mean? He's been he's been giving Trick hell. So I had to put respect on his name. So with that being said, I am picking up the New Day.
Did you hear the reaction on
Did I?
Raw?
Did I? Dirty Dom vibes.
Ooh. That's
Yeah,
exactly who I thought of. That's
yes,
exactly who I thought of.
yeah. And then you know what's gonna come after that, bro? Fuck you, New Day. I'm trying
Yeah,
to tell you, bro.
yeah.
That's gonna come up soon, bro.
The nuclear heat that New Day got. They
We
didn't
gave you
say
10 years. Whoa.
this is in Wichita. Like this is in like imagine when they get to like the A tier,
I didn't
not
even
even
think
never
about
mind the
that.
S tier cities, the A tier wrestling cities.
I didn't even think about that.
Imagine when
Yeah.
they get there, when they get to the Bostons, the Austins, the
Ooh, you rapping now, huh? You rapping.
I wasn't thinking of that, but it worked. And the LA premiere on Netflix, like they're gonna go they're gonna go crazy.
Oh,
They're gonna go absolutely insane for when New Day when Kofi and Woods pull. I can't even call them New Day. I don't know what they're gonna do like in terms of a name, but like I can see I see the vision too. Like oh they're gonna War Raiders probably wins the titles and then they win them from War Raiders and they're gonna be and the nuclear heat they get once they win those titles is gonna be absolutely ridiculous. Like it's I'm almost hoping that happens at this point.
yo, the for me personally, the biggest reaction, the hill reaction that I can remember, or at the very least, out of respect, out of top of my head, other than MJF every week, right? I'm talking
Hmm.
about like surprise, like this was Dom when
When he turned
once
on his
it,
father.
yeah, Dom, and before that was when Roman beat Taker.
That was a big one. Yes, God, I keep telling when I told you I went to the Raw before that. I've never heard somebody get booed that loudly by 20,000 people. Like, literally 20,000 people. The moment Roman Reigns' entrance hit, I know they turned him down for the people on TV. It was
Yeah,
legitimately loud.
yeah,
Like it legitimately 20,000 people top of their lungs. The moment you hear that doom 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 and they like you instant booze. Roman maybe said a sentence or two, and
oh,
then
he said this is my yard now. That's
no
the only
no
thing
no
he
no.
said.
This is before the match. This is before, and
Before?
yeah. I told you, like the Raw I went to. I'm talking about was the go home Raw before WrestleMania.
Okay,
It was the go home before WrestleMania 33. So
okay.
yeah, so it's that he maybe says like a three or four sentences, and then the contrast of I've never heard in an indoor building somebody get cheered as loud as Undertaker did. Because
Yeah,
Undertaker then pulls up with his vignette, with his promo in the graveyard, and
yeah,
and then he pulls up from under the ring, and then it is 20,000 people screaming at the top of their lungs, Undertaker,
yeah.
and it's like whoa, like it's like the contrast of that, and cause maybe part of that's because we all thought, okay, this is the last time we're gonna see Undertaker in Philly. This is the last time we're gonna see him because we all
Yeah,
thought that
yeah.
the 33 was the last
Yep.
match. Like we all thought it was that we all thought this was over for him, and I think maybe that's part of the reason why he got the ovation he did.
Mhm.
But it was just like man, like Undertaker, like that contrast of Roman being the most hated person in the building and Undertaker being the most loved person in the building all at once was absolutely insane that night. So like yes, like that's
Like
nuclear level heat. That was some hot heat. But yes, like this is the definitely since Dom's betrayal. Carmelo got that on a lesser scale when he turned on Trick Williams, but
yeah, yeah,
this is like next level betrayal for Kofi and Woods on the Big E, and that's next level heat.
yeah, yeah, man. I'm trying. I don't even know. Did MJF receive a big one like that?
Um,
I know he received hella boos,
mm,
but as far as nah, if we're talking about specifically, um, after after a turn or just the fans just not letting them speak at all, it's definitely New Day,
yeah, he
Cody,
never got. Yeah, he never got that.
yeah, New Day. Here you go, here you go. He did, but it wasn't to that
What was
high
that?
level.
Yeah,
What
and like the
what
highest one I can think of is Cody, right?
I was exactly about to say that exactly. And you know what's funny because I gotta rewind back. If you remember, let me know. But out of all the years JR has been being a commentator, right? The
Right.
the hardest bar that I heard was when MJF turned on Cody. I do not remember what he said. I think he called him a dirty bastard or you dumb son of. He said something I never heard him say
Yeah,
before.
he said something wild.
Yeah, and I was like, yo, that was the hardest line I ever heard from JR. But yeah, after MJF turn on Cody, that was the high zone. That was high. That he had a hella heat, but it still wasn't on the level of the New Day, Dom, and Roman. It wasn't on the level.
No, it's probably AEW's best version of that,
Yeah.
but no, it doesn't have the volume or the
No, no,
energy. I mean,
no.
it has the energy of it. It doesn't have the volume that those other crowds have had.
AEW's version of that was Christian and well no. If oh I'm sorry, I'm confused. If we're talking about pure, like I don't want you to speak at
Oh
all
yeah,
as soon as you
okay. Christian's a good
go ahead.
one. No,
Yeah,
no, you're
Christian
right.
and
No,
Don,
you're right.
yeah. Like because Christian because it takes Christian to say things. It takes MJF, it takes Don Callis to say things. But as far as after something that happened and
Hmm.
they don't get a chance to speak, like off the rip, I'm saying off from go, it's definitely New Day, Dom, take Roman.
Right,
And yeah, and yes, MJF to that in AEW's version of it, like say after a heel turn or after a turn just off the rip, like I don't want to hear you say shit. Christian and Don Callis, it's MJF. It takes time, and now
right.
I just don't like you no more. So, but off the rip, after an event that
It, it,
happened, that was
it, it's absolutely Dom and Kofi and
yeah,
Woods.
yeah, and Roman,
And then, yes, and then Roman because everyone thought that okay, Roman's getting way too much. Like
yeah,
it's too much too fast.
yeah, yeah. Like, and so I want to know if their promo was short because of that, or did they improvise? Because if they did,
Mm,
because I know the new that they have enough pull with where they improvise a lot of things, and that was when Vince was there. So
right.
just imagine how much pull they got now that he's not there. So I just wonder if they improvised that and they just said fuck it. If they did,
I
that's
think I think they I think that's an improvise. I think and they didn't have much time either because of the Rhea Raquel match. But
right, right.
I think they improvised it. I think they were actually going to because when they initially turned on Big E, the crowd wasn't hyped like that. Like
No,
they
no,
didn't go crazy like that. There was I think everyone was just in pure shock.
yeah,
And then we see the tweets in between all this where
exactly.
Biggie's girlfriend claps at Kofi and Woods, and then Woods absolutely claps back hard at Biggie's girlfriend, which is me and your sister, obviously, for those who may not know. But like
Who's
Biggie's
sister?
like Woods claps back hard at her, and
Hold on. Who's sister? Hold on. I don't, you gotta say that a little clearer. Who's sister?
me Chin, aka me
Yeah,
and
me too.
Yim,
Yep. And
yeah,
and and who is Meechin married to?
Keith Lee.
Yeah, there you go. I just wanted just to add a little context to the little. That's all.
Yes, yes, that's it. Yep. So all that's happening, and like Kofi and Woods, like they had some tweets like earlier on in the uh le- between the two Raws that happened, and now we see this like Woods comment like he just took the camera, and now they do this thing, and now it's like oh wow, this is a okay, they're gonna do something with this. Like this is gonna be a big storyline for 2025. Like whatever they do with Kofi and Woods, like, they're gonna do something big with this. It may not
So
just be tag titles. It's they're gonna do something big with this.
so my question is, are you talking about the tweets when they was talking about I don't talk about the kids and or underprivileged kids or their or somebody's house where their food like pretending to like their plain ass
Yeah, it was the
food.
food. It was the food one. Where like it was like okay, two less plates for Christmas or something. Because like Woods is the appetite of a kid, and
Yeah,
Kofi's like
that was real.
apparently.
No, no, like that was real tweets and it wasn't like some
Yeah, yeah, yeah. She tweeted. Yeah,
oh shit.
yeah,
See,
that was actually tweeted.
Cause you know people be photoshopping this.
No, she
A
actually
lot.
tweeted it.
Oh, that's
That was
crazy.
100%. That was 100%. Like she 100% actually clapped at Kofi and Woods, and then
Yo,
she 100% clapped at Kofi and Woods because obviously they brought because Kofi brought her name into this,
yeah,
and
he
then
did. He did.
and then Woods clapped back with something else, but yeah, that 100% happened.
Yeah, yeah, because
That
he,
would
he said
100%
something
happen.
about he said something about her food.
Yeah,
He said something about her food being plain or some shit, acting like he liked it. Because
right.
when I seen it, it was fucking under CM Punk's Jones. I'm like, CM Punk, what is this? So I'm like, I ain't paying it no mind, but I didn't know it was a real John though.
Yeah, that was real.
That's hilarious, bro. They went crazy, bro. Xavier Woods, I always said, bro, he's bro. Well, I did say this, but as I can backtrack, is Shelton Benjamin. But Shelton Benjamin is the best non-world champion ever. But Xavier
I
Woods
would
is my
agree with that.
favorite. Yeah, I think we all can agree with that. But Xavier Woods is my favorite non-world champion ever. Like he's so underrated, bro.
I feel
And
like his time is coming. It feels
yeah,
like inevitable that Woods is gonna have a singles run that's like crazy, where he is a world champion somewhere.
it's
It
only
fe-
right. It's only
it,
right.
it feels like, and this would be the good time to do it because like it's like this heat is crazy. Like this is some crazy heat between him and Cove,
And
and
look, if he gets the title, he's not gonna be a transitional champion. He's gonna have it
no,
for a minute. Whatever title he's gonna get, he's gonna have it for a minute.
hmm
I'm here for it, bro. I'm here for it. Yo, you hear Big E for like 10 years? 10 years, like we can work this out.
yes,
I felt that. I
and
felt that.
everyone's like, yo, yeah, that one hurt. Yeah, that part's like, man,
Yo, niggas don't know how nice X is on the mic, bro. Like
yes,
he said, I actually had to have surgery. They brought up Edge.
yep.
Um, Kurt
It's
Angle.
Kofi was like, so what?
Yeah,
Like
so
the disrespect.
yo, like you broke your neck, so what? Like you didn't even have to have surgery, nigga. Like you could have came back if you wanted.
The disrespect.
I had to pick up to do that. I ain't think you was. I
Yeah,
don't think you. I
I
wasn't
thought
gonna.
about it. I absolutely thought about it. That would have been the next move. That probably would have been my next play. Was getting Kofi and Woods. Definitely would have been the next play. For me because
Not.
they're gonna have to do something with this. They're gonna have to on Raw.
Yeah.
They
I
don't have
don't.
a choice.
I don't know if they're gonna slow build it, but I was expecting, man, fucking Kofi and like I was convinced Kofi and X WrestleMania or Royal Rumble.
Right.
I was expecting that.
I think we were all prepared for it. I think we were all prepared for Kofi and Woods to throw hands. Like this is like Festival of Friendship 2.0. Like we were all prepared for that. Like one of them turns like one of them betrays the other.
He said,
Or like they both throw a punch at Big E like is in their corner like he was planning on doing. Like nobody was prepared for an option C. Like
"No."
nobody was prepared for the option C of oh wait they're gonna move on from Big E. Like nobody was prepared for that.
He said, he's Kofi said, "Oh, if you was anybody else," X said, "You then what? What you'd have been? You would have got mad for once." I was like, "Damn, Kofi is
Yo,
always happy and shit."
yo,
Like, like, yo, what the fuck, Xavier? Yo, that nigga be going crazy. Yo, listen. I seen a tweet, right? Right, it was a tweet. It wasn't a real joke from like someone like us. I'm gonna end it off on this joint. They said it's all fun and games until Kofi post this picture, and it was Xavier wasn't paid. I'm like, niggas is petty, bro.
yo. Oh
Niggas is
yeah, I saw that
petty.
passing through. I didn't pay any attention, but like, oh wow. I didn't pay any attention. But like, oh yeah, oh that's cold.
Niggas is
That's
petty,
such a
bro.
petty line.
It's all fun and games until Kofi posts this picture. I'm like, yo, what's up with the Bulls? Yo, what's up with
That's
the internet?
That's a disrespectful bar. That's a bar. That's a bar you use to try to finish somebody off with. That is a
Yeah.
that is wild. That is hilarious. I love it. They occasionally bring that up every now and again in like in subtle ways. That wasn't even subtle. That was just like, yep, we're just gonna finish you. That wasn't even
So,
subtle at all.
I mean, you can talk about this match if you want, but I got a question. You want to speak on the match, or it's another New Day question? I did say it last, but
No, no,
it's
no,
another.
we can get this New Day question in and then wrap this up
All right,
and then go forward.
I mean, I'm not saying now, next week, next month, whenever. What is the next step for New Day? Do you think they're going to add a third member and say, and like on some shitting on Big E and have Omos in there, something like that?
I swear I meant this like I thought about this Tuesday morning, like the
Hmm.
night after this happened. If Oba Femi didn't come back for Iron Survivor, I was hoping Oba would have been the third guy.
No, I said
I
Omos.
uh, like even if it almost would have been fine, but I was so hoping that's how they brought up Oba Femi was that he would have became the third guy and joined Kofi and Woods,
So here's my
and then and the three of them terrorized the WWE. But Omos would not be a bad John either, though.
see, here's my thing with
Because
that.
Omos, when you actually get him in front of a microphone, can actually speak and speak pretty well. That would actually not be a bad John.
So here's my thing with that, Mike. I think this is just you being a fan and have Oba, and only reason why I say that is because there's what's the big ass nigga that beat his bitch up?
Odyssey Jones.
Yeah, Odyssey Jones.
That and that would have cooked too. That's the sad
Yeah,
part. They actually would have cooked.
yeah. So clearly it's GG's on that one. But who else next up is be like, this is convincing, this is believable. I believe is Omos. And then it's Oba. I say Omos because he has more of a name and his height and his size,
Right.
and the only reason why he hasn't been around, and I know this because I was listening to 6 Feet Under, and no, I'm not. Clearly, we're not sponsored by Undertaker's podcast, but they're keeping him around because they don't know what to do with him just yet,
Mm-hmm.
but they're not letting him go. So it's like
Mm-hmm.
New Day already showed him love with AJ Styles and Omos.
Right.
They showed him love with the Royal Rumble with
Right.
Omos eliminating Big E. Of course, they had something to do with that. You feel me? And it's like now look at this dark. Well, I ain't gonna say dark, but look at the hill side of New Day. Omos is not doing anything.
It's a perfect match.
Exactly. I
You
got
need a you need a they need an enforcer. They're gonna need an
you.
enforcer with all the heat that they're going to get over the next few months. They're gonna need an enforcer. As
Exactly. And
as
oh,
as Hank and Tank do their thing in this match in NXT. It's a decent tag match.
eh, yeah,
Nothing
yeah,
really to
but
write home about, but it was a decent tag
right,
match.
right. That's why I say you want to talk about this. Like, I mean, but
Nah, that's all right.
um, but that's the only reason why I said I feel like that's you more so being a fan of Oba because Omos is his name. It's
I
not
get
that much
yeah,
bigger,
I
but
get it.
like,
I get it. No, I get what you're saying. Like, and maybe you're thinking it's like okay, Oba can probably he can pull up a Raw SmackDown on his
mm-hmm,
own,
mm-hmm.
and I get it. No, you're not. And I though I do believe in that thinking. It's like okay, you put him with two future Hall of Famers, and Kobe might make it twice. It's like okay,
Mike,
he probably no. And Kobe, you know what? And I meant to ask you this. Like when Kobe said, like I was a Hall of Famer before New
he
Day when
did.
he dropped that bar on Woods. When he dropped that bar on Woodsy,
Uh,
that's hard
I
to
would,
disagree with. That's hard to.
yeah,
The only thing he didn't have was the WWE Championship before he got to
exactly,
New Day. So yeah,
exactly.
yeah, that's hard to disagree with. Like he was in that pool of best dudes not to win a world title. He was in
Mm-hmm.
that pool. He was in that class until he won the WWE Championship. He was in that class.
I was a Hall of Fame before you even came to me. But they both were speaking real shit though. They both
Yeah,
like you like yeah, X did come to you, but like it worked out for both. It worked out for all three of them for real, for real.
it really did.
Yeah. So yeah, it worked out for all three, but it's like like it's one of them things. Is like, yeah, you're talking shit. I'm talking shit, but in real life, they're not really talking shit. Like,
Hmm.
but it still does hit though. Like, goddamn, bro. Like, you was about to retire. He, he said, you know
Yeah,
why me and E ain't let you do this because you ain't good enough. Like you know why you ain't win a championship because you got good. Like, yo, what's up with them, yo?
they were not holding back.
Mm-mm.
Like that felt like they weren't physically throwing bars. Like I think the mental ones, the emotional ones, I think were hitting stronger than any physical punches they could have thrown at each other
And
over
that's
those
why,
over those over those 3 weeks before they finally made the move on and betrayed E or like
yeah,
move forward from E.
and that's why Kofi said. That's why Xavier Woods said, like, what you gonna do? Like you gonna get mad for once? Like, no, like what Kofi said. If you was anybody else,
He said, "Then what? Then what would you do?
yeah.
Then what?"
Hell, like they was speaking some shit, but I agree with
Yeah,
them. I agree with them with Big E. Like, damn nigga, like you been letting us fight, you ain't do nothing. Like, you're cool with your desk job, you're cool with your new girlfriend. Like, from the outside looking in, it does. I don't know. I'm invested in the new day, but I don't know what happened. You know what I mean since Big E's injury, but
right,
I do know that does that does hit from the outside looking in. Like, you did leave. You left us, nigga. Like, you ain't leave you left us. You cool with your desk job. Like, I mean, it was traumatizing that he had his neck broken. You feel me? I
right.
get that. So I don't know. I don't know what happened, but I the only thing that I can hope is in real life that them niggas is still cool.
They
You
probably are.
feel me?
I legitimately think this is a story. I legitimately think it's a storyline.
Well,
And
go ahead, sorry.
yeah, like, and if it carries for 6 months, a year, whatever it may be, it'll carry for that until maybe Kofi retires, and then they both effectively are both cheering on Woods. But legitimately, I think it's a storyline. I think it legitimately is a storyline. And then when they're all inducted in the Hall of Fame together, I think it's like, okay, cool. Like they'll all be reflect and be like, oh, imagine like, oh, that run. Then like they'll probably get like a courtesy boo for like when they turn on Biggie and they talk about that, and then the
Yeah.
run they had, the run they're gonna have, Kofi and Woods. It's like, yeah, like no, they're ultimately, I think it's just a storyline thing. I think they're actually legitimately cool.
And as I'm thinking about it, right, I remember Big E did say that, yo, after his contract is up, which is in a couple of years, this was a couple of years ago, he
Hmm.
don't know if he's going to resign.
Hmm.
He said that. He said because it's the fear of him not able to walk. Like he was talking about all the Hall of Famers that walk down that ramp, and they
Right.
and they all look like they got something wrong with them. He's like, I don't
Right.
know if I want to deal with that. And Kofi was saying the same thing after his contract is up. They didn't actually like Big E was the only one who said, I'm not sure if I'm going to resign after this contract. But Kofi was saying the same thing, but he said it more of like a political way. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? So as I'm thinking, so it was like, damn, it does make sense. The Big E won the chip. Well, Big E won money to Big. He won the chip.
Hmm.
He was already unsure about his career. You know what I mean? And he did say like, yo, if I do leave, I want to do like backstage. I still want to be involved. And
Right.
unfortunately, he got his neck broke. So like maybe he's like, you know what? This is my time to dip out.
It accelerated things.
Yeah, maybe so. Maybe so. So as I'm listening to you, I'm thinking about what he said. I was like, damn, it does make sense. And what better way to leave than your crew turning on you, like Brian Daniels said.
Hmm.
I would say what better way, but you know what I mean. That's
No,
just me.
it fits. It's a way that fits. It's a way
Yeah,
that's like, okay, this is a good way to exit stage right, and they can move on. They can fully move on without you, and you're not the burden that they claim that you were. 'Cause that one hit line too. That line hit hard too. But what you say? You imagine how much of a burden that you've been on us.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
like, ooh, that line hit hard. Like, yo,
So Obafemi is in the ring, and Man, I fuck with Over, bro.
He's so good. Like he's gotten so good this year. Like the psychology of it and the dominance he had with that North American title run, the longest reigning North American champion ever, effectively rewriting the record books for that title.
After he's done, remind me to ask you another question.
Okay,
Because there's somebody else I want to speak about, one of the other guys. So so yeah, Oba 2025. He gets called to the main roster.
I think he's gonna win. I think he's winning on New Year's Evil. At which point he basically terrorizes NXT for a year as the main champion, and then Trick
Yep.
gets called up.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what happens. I think that's effectively what happens here.
Mm-hmm. I agree. And then Trick comes out.
I think it's time for Trick to get called up. I really
Yep.
do.
And then Trick goes up. Yeah. And then Oba has a concerned look on his face when he hears Trick. Like, I'm not, bro. The only thing about Trick is his believability to me, man. God damn.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I can't get over that shit, bro. Like, he has everything, but I'm not cool with the believability. And I,
I'd love to see him have a different finisher. Like the knee is a good setup. Maybe it's because I'm so used to Triple H doing it for so many years. But
and it sounds cool,
yeah.
but I'm just like,
Oh. Oh yeah, because Eddie Thorpe got taken out of the match. I see why Eddie Thorpe is. I can see why Eddie Thorpe is heated.
yo, why Javon Evans and Obi look like Lil Bro and Big Bro?
Yeah, they really do. I'm legitimately concerned about how far Oba can throw Evans, Jamon Evans.
Respectfully, Javon Evans is so athletic. I can throw him far as shit. It's like people talk about Brock
Bro's like
Lesnar.
150 pounds with a brick in his pocket. That might
Yeah.
actually be true.
Like people talk about Brock Lesnar. They're like, oh, I knew Brock Lesnar can lift me up, but I didn't know he can lift me up that easy. Like
Yeah.
everyone says that, yo. Like I
They
would
still said
look.
that about John Cena once too. It
Okay,
was like Cena was like Big Show, like yeah, easily John. Like of all the people who's lifted you, he was asking in an interview, like who lifted you up like the easiest? They're like, oh, it's John Cena. Like what he said, he didn't even hesitate. Said it was John.
crazy. Speaking of Big Show, yes, I'm bringing it up. He was the one who shitted on the New Day and said he wasn't going to do nothing. One of the people, and they called him out on it too.
Mm,
He told Kofi to don't fuck with them.
he did.
Yeah, I'm here for Obi and Trek. I'm here for it.
Mm-hmm. Let me say they just straight up ignore Eddie Thorpe. Like you're not even here. The
I
disrespect.
know, right? I know, right? Obi big as fuck,
Oh, he's a massive dude.
but I love his aura, though, man. If Vince was here, he'll be fucking.
Woo! Okay, okay, Ova.
Yeah, but you know what's crazy? Because people have been poking holes in Trick's um William Star power.
Right.
Like Ethan, I think Wesley, he was the one who said, yeah, Wesley said something like, man, I'm gonna say something nobody else said, man. Like, ain't nobody believe you. Somebody said something like that. Like he said he's not believable. And now Oba
Yeah,
saying that.
he's yeah. Oba said it. Carmelo, like Carmelo Hayes, when they had
Yeah.
the like he said it. Disrespect to Eddie Thorpe.
Right,
Like
right.
you not even here.
The
He's not even here.
hell out my way. Trick was like an AEW wrestler, more for say.
You-
What about Trick being Hill? Then I think I'll be on the bandwagon.
Then Carmelo once said, "You get the title, everybody love you. You lose it now." Like yesterday's news, and then Melo got instant heat when he turned on Trey.
Facts. Oh man, now my shit buffered. After you check under the hood of the
Mm.
Lamborghini, it's a manufacturer what?
He said, "Manufactured sports entertainer."
Okay. Damn it. Of course that shit was buffer when he said that.
He said he wouldn't last 2 weeks in the Japanese dojo. And now
And whoa, he said what?
he said he wouldn't. He said Trick would last 2 weeks in the Japanese dojos that Eddie Thorpe was in.
See, that's bro. This is how I'm being fair about Trick. And he's on my squad. I respect him
Yeah.
out. I know what he got going on, but would he really make it right now outside like box office? Outside of NXT? Where would he be at in
Mm.
AEW? I think I
Mm.
think with the right
I I think they would push him with the. I think they would push him in AEW.
that's what I'm about to say. I'm about to say with the right dance partners, I believe he will with Swerve, Hurt Syndicate. I feel like with the right dance partners,
Hands. And then he straight drops Eddie Thorpe.
but on the main roster, other than Carmelo Hayes, you know, where would he be?
It's a good question. I mean, he's only appeared on the main roster maybe twice.
Yeah, was it twice or was it once?
Definitely once on a SmackDown where he saved Melo
Yeah,
once.
that's the only time I remember.
That might have been it. That might have been it. He got a huge pop for that.
Yeah, he did. He did. But how long is that going to last?
Yeah, it's a good question.
That's why I look at him as like another LA Knight. And LA Knight be fucking up too, bro.
Yeah, that was kind of wild. Like he dropped the title, he dropped the actual title belt like right before the match. Like he was instant shook. Shinsuke rattled him. Shinsuke legitimately rattled him.
No, what I mean, LA Knight he be botching moves.
That's also true.
I don't know why. Izzy Dane. How you feel about Izzy Dane? Huh? Little ass titties. I'll suck on them little titties. Tall little pretty little bitch. Yo, I gotta chill, bro. I gotta chill.
I'm gonna make you last this long, but without like saying something about one of the. Then again, we didn't have much. Like we had the first women's segment, but we were like doing roster stuff.
Yeah.
But now like the roster stuff's effectively. We've kind of handled it. Like I can do a free agency move if I so choose, but
Oh yeah.
so like it's
Well, hold on. Since we speaking about women and NXT, and we're still recapping deadline. Oh my gosh, bro! If I was a 13-year-old boy, man, I would rewind back Lola Vice and Jada Parker, bro.
that
Maybe
was a
not,
good that was a good match.
maybe not 13, but maybe like 11 or 12. Like, damn,
Hmm.
bro. I feel like if you want to tell a man that don't watch wrestling to watch a women's match, them badass, pretty ass, thick ass women. God damn. They just thick as hell, boy.
No, it's that is a matchup definitely for the eyes. for Lola and Jada, and they're kind of built this like in a similar way, like
Yes,
in a sense of
absolutely,
personality. Like the
absolutely.
personalities like are so similar between the two of them.
Yep, similar, and it was a solid match, and I'm also glad that Lola Vice won. Now I think was she's 3-0.
In the underground,
Yeah.
she just beat obviously just beat Jada. She beat Shayna.
Oh, she beat Shayna. Oh
Shayna
yeah, yeah,
beat Shayna beat Natty in an
yeah,
underground,
yeah. So
but so
right,
those are the only three that were.
yeah,
So
yeah.
I think so. So she's got two. She's 2-0.
Wait, oh, so Natty and wait, what happened with Natalie Shayna? I,
They had an underground match of a few months back, like when Shayna was Shayna, and I think it was
yeah, yeah,
that's what started Roxanne, like not Roxanne, that's what started Lola's
right,
kind of rise,
yeah, yeah, that,
because
yeah,
Carmen Petrovic and Natty were like a Canadian duo, and then Shayna, who had like pulled up on NXT, and then Lola Vice was starting to really gain some traction. Like they were a team for a minute, and Shayna got mad because Lola was twerking and all that, and then that's when like Shayna snapped on Lola. That's what led to that underground match, and then that the underground match happens, and Lola kind of dethrones Shayna as like the queen of the underground on NXT.
Shayna was just mad because Lloyd ain't let her fuck.
That might also be true. Yeah, she did say no man can take. Well, actually, Sonya Deville said that like no man can take her home,
Yeah, that was definitely Sonya
but
Deville.
Shayna's already changed. Shayna too has also changed teams, so
You're
yeah, that's yeah, so that might also be true.
right. But that was a solid match, man. I'm glad Lola won on the strength. It keeps her believability alive as far as her, she's a legit badass outside of WWE. And, it's like Undertaker with the streak. Um,
Hmm.
but I feel like I just feel like to keep some integrity with people what they're specialized in. It's like, can you imagine?
Right.
Can you imagine?
That's like that works.
Yeah, you feel me? Like, can you imagine Kurt Angle as great as much as we all love Shawn Michaels in an actual wrestling match and Shawn Michaels beat him? Like, no, nigga.
No, a collegian wrestling match? Oh
Yeah,
no, Kurt
that's
got it. Yeah,
what I'm
no, Kurt
saying.
got that. No, it's a wrap.
That's what I'm
It's
saying.
a wrap for Sean.
Yeah, like let's keep the integrity in what they're specialized in. Like she's a legit badass. Let's keep it going. They did the same thing to Brock. They did it with Ronda. They fucked it up. I believe they fucked it up to a degree with Shayna. And there's a lot, like a long list of people where they're where they specialize in something, and they don't capitalize. Like Dolph Ziggler was a hell of a collegiate wrestler, but I just feel I don't know. It's just like here you go, like the Creed brothers. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Like, and now who they linked up with? Chad Gable. You feel
Hmm.
me? It's like stuff like that. Is like let's keep the integrity of what they specialize in.
Let's do sensible things.
Right, right. You know,
Let's do sensible, reasonable, smart, intelligent things. And then yes, I think, and I like that we're getting that. I like that we're getting things that make sense. We're not being dumb with some gimmicks, or we're not being dumb with like, okay, like have this outlandish, wild. Like you don't need to do that. No, like
yeah,
you're. It's simple and it works, and a lot of it's worked, and that's a good thing. I think that's a really good
absolutely,
look.
absolutely. Now, with that being said, oh, it's crazy. Let me ask you this: how do you feel about the YS6, especially Bo Dallas taking the pin on this past Raw?
I'm actively shocked that I'm not shocked that Final Testament and Miz won last night, but I am shocked that both took the pin. I am very surprised that it was Bo that took it. Like if anyone's taking it, I thought it would be Gacy or I thought it'd be Loomis, but I'm legitimately shocked it was Bo that took it. But how they did it, I thought was a good way to do it.
I agree. I agree.
Was he was blinded because of a returning Ellering. I thought that was a nice touch. Eller getting his receipt back, and then it was Carrion who absolutely had to be the one to get the pin, though. That part absolutely 100% was the right call. Was Carrion getting the pin? because Carrie has clearly been the leader of this, and Final Testament is starting to pick up some steam, and I like what I'm seeing from them. I'm always like off this opinion, but then like Carrie's picking up steam and Carrie's promos, he's low key good on the microphone, and obviously Miz has always been great on the microphone. Like it's like they are like obviously Miz isn't really affiliated with them, but I like what I'm seeing from Final Testament as a crew, and I think that's a crew that can really do some damage in 2025.
I actually
I
agree
think
with
I think they did it well.
I actually agree with all of that. You know what I mean? I agree with all of that on the strength of um I it sets up the bigger picture. The bigger picture is Bo and Carrie or ultimately why six is gonna get their lit back. Um
Right.
um I was surprised that they did take the that they lost, but if they did lose, let them lose to a believable team, and I believe AOP are a fucking they're disgusting. They're fucking like a fucking a tank and fucking submarine, bro. Them niggas are
Yeah, like
they're lit, bro. And with the storyline that they got going on, it's like it's believable. And I'm glad Bo didn't get a clean pen. I would have been mad
right,
if they would have gave him a clean pen, bro. Like not right now,
right,
bro.
right.
Not right now. So I believe if they're gonna do it how I think they're gonna do it, it plays well in the long run.
No, it's the way. Yeah, I think it's in this. It keeps things going, and you figure they're going to do something. They may do something great with these two teams. Maybe for the Raw premiere, probably not for Saturday night's main event. Not enough build to it,
Nah.
but they could do something big for the Raw premiere. Do they get involved with the Royal Rumble? Carrion's probably in it, but would they put Bray in it to come out? Or not Bray? Would they put
So
Bo in it to counteract Carrion? Like that's like I wonder what they will do with that. Like there's a lot. There's still a lot here that can be done
absolutely,
here, and
absolutely.
I do want to see what happens next.
Not only it's a lot, it's like how are you going to eliminate them? How are you going to eliminate Bo? And whoever
Hmm.
eliminates Bo, is there going to be any consequence to that?
As Fatal Influence just won with some shenanigans.
How do you feel about the fatal influence?
I actually like that Fallon Henley is won the championship because I've always liked Fallon. I thought Fallon was with Briggs and Jensen. I thought she was always very productive in her role there, and I'm happy to see that she's like taking that next step forward. And they as a crew, I know it's kind of like a kind of a bootleg a toxic attraction,
Yeah,
but I think Shotzi's back
again.
and back with the green hair. All right.
I said again because she comes back and they're like, oh, and then she leaves again. Come back, oh, leaves again.
Cause right, she was on SmackDown for a little bit, and then went away. I think she got injured or something. But all right, Shotzi's
But then she came back again though, and then left
right,
again. It was like AJ Styles and his injury. It's fucked up to
pretty
say, but
much.
I ain't mean it. I ain't mean it like that. But that's how it was.
No, no,
Like
I get it, I get it.
I do like this Satsu though.
Axiom and Fraser are such a good tag team, and it is. I'm like that was a really good match with no quarter cash crew on Deadline. I was the best I've seen of no quarter.
I'm expecting them to lose every time they go against. Every time,
Yeah,
every
me
time,
too.
bro. It's crazy.
I legitimately expect like they're gonna lose and then one's gonna snap on the other,
Exactly.
but it just hasn't happened. It surprisingly hasn't happened yet. But they've had a really good run this year.
Yeah, I like them as a friend. As a friend, I just got a what you call it, friend request. I like the
Uh,
message tag.
as a tag team.
Yeah. Wonder how long they gonna keep it.
Maybe stand. Should they make it a stand and deliver as champions? Uh, that's a while now. That's 5 months. Don't know if they make it that long.
It's fair to say the same about how long they can have it now. Like, oh, I don't think
Yeah,
they ain't gonna make it this long. It's fair to say. I don't know, man.
I wonder. Yeah, I wonder like what do because when they inevitably do lose the titles, you figure they're either going to get caught up or they're going to like go on as this like back to feuding like they were before they became a team.
I don't. Are they gonna get caught up? They already on the same page. NXT version of the New Day.
Maybe just give some light to the. Like, I think the Raw tag team division could use some life. I mean, like, okay, so the Raw tag team division has the current champions in Balor and JD, War Raiders, Kofi and Woods, Authors of Pain. It needs another face tag team, at least in the men's division.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah, that is true. That is true.
they don't have another face tag team.
Yeah, they do right. Not American made. Well, that's just
Nope.
dope. You got I don't know their name now, but Otis and Cesaro.
Oh yeah, yeah, Alpha Academy. Yeah, yeah, that's probably the
Oh, they're
second
still
face
Alpha
team on.
Academy.
I think they're still Alpha. Yeah, I think they're still Alpha.
So you have them. Um, and we're speaking about Raw. Yeah. What other face that you have? I think man, that might be it.
Yeah, they don't have like the next viable after War Raiders. That's what I'm saying. Like after War Raiders, the next viable face team that you could say like, oh, they were champions tomorrow. You'd understand. Like it feels like yeah, like that's like Alpha Academy maybe, but that's about it.
Yeah.
That's really it. Like they don't have NXT's got a lot of tag teams as we saw from that Battle Royal a couple weeks ago,
Yeah.
but yeah, like they Raw needs like face tag teams. Like SmackDown's got a bunch. Like SmackDown,
Oh
like
yeah.
Street Profits and like DIY, MCMGs now.
DIY is
Well,
not face no more.
yeah, but DIY is now heel. After that was a really good setup they did on
Yeah, I fuck
SmackDown.
with it. I fuck with it.
I was like, I was a good swerve by DIY, and that's actually going to be my next free agency move. Is going to be those tag champions, Champion and Gargano.
I mean, we want yeah.
I think they're gonna cook as tag champions.
Is that
So I'm gonna
official?
take the. Yep, it's gonna be official. It's official. I'm gonna take DIY.
And who you dropped it?
I had an extra. I have an extra roster spot for only 23 spots.
Oh, you had an extra
So like
roster spot?
it's yeah, I did. I had an extra roster spot
Okay.
because I had made previous moves earlier tonight, so it freed it up. So I'm just making sure on our rosters. The code. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Yep, yeah, 25, and then obviously the IR spot. So yeah, yep. So our roster's full. With the move to get DIY. But yeah, it's I love that swerve. But yeah, I love the swerve they pulled off. But yeah, the face tag team. So you'd have on SmackDown, Street Profits are a face team. You have MCMGs are a face team. You'd have as a heel team, obviously the Tonkins and the Bloodline.
I
Um,
love you
and
so
DIY
long.
now. And now it's obviously going to be Tamatanga and Jacob, but they want to go after the tag titles again because Tongaloa like tore his bicep. So that's a really unfortunate deal for him, and that he's going to be out for a minute. But yeah, there's just not too many tag teams on either show. I think they like a tag team. I have to think a couple of tag teams are going to get called up soon enough. To really both shows kind of bolster those and pretty deadly's a heel team, so it's also pretty deadly. So
Yeah,
like they kind of
but
bolster those teams up.
Yeah, it is. They are a hill team, but they can be changed at any time. Though. Like,
Right.
but I thought the Creed brothers was gonna be a face, bro. Oh, the Y six, another face.
And why why it's our face team? Yeah, why it's our
Yeah,
face
yeah,
team?
yes. Okay. So on Raw, how many are there? Two, three.
There's three. Yeah, basically three.
Okay. And it don't look like the Y6 are going after any gold. I ain't gonna say anytime soon, but that's not their focus right now. At least that's how it looks.
Right.
Fuck, either page, man. Ah, this was not a good. I was not happy with this choice. I will say that. But with the heat that Shinsuke, well, he won't have heat. He has, oh shit. You know what I mean? Um,
Yeah,
with the heat, New
he's got
Day,
aura.
yeah, with the heat that New Day is has gotten, and this dark side of Shinsuke, man, I'm taking a chance, taking a chance. So, but Edith has been solid though. Edith has been solid.
It's gonna be a good match. Tony D'Angelo and Ethan.
Tony D'Angelo been definitely stepping his game up, bro.
Hmm.
Like every to me at least, every since the Oba rivalry, he's been stepping his game up.
It felt like he was. It really, I think to me, it's just a Dragunov build
Okay.
up where obviously he was going for the
Oh
title, and I didn't think he
yeah.
was. I didn't think he was ready for the title and stand and deliver. I really didn't. But it felt like that was a turning point for
No,
him.
no, you right, bro. Yeah, I forgot about that. You right.
Like it felt like he like a switch flipped for Tony
It,
D after that,
yeah,
and then they win the tag title. Him and Stacks win the tag titles for had the tag titles for a minute or for a couple months. It felt like, and then okay, now we see like okay these guys are they are moving forward, and like he is really becoming starting to become the guy that he could be.
it gave
But
me not to the same level, but it gave me Sammy Roman, Jay Roman vibes. Like we know Roman's going to win, but then when
right,
as the match progressed, like wait a minute, he might actually win this John.
mm-hmm.
To me, that's the vibe that I got.
Good way to think about it.
Mm. And
Well,
I'm
but you
like,
know, like his stock is going to go up because he's on that stage. Like
yeah.
that's what that felt like. Yeah, that's a really good way to think about that.
And to go back to Ethan Page, I'm glad that he's speaking of this match. Well, Tony D'Angelo, I'm glad that he's in. If he wins or not, I'm glad that man, this bitch is so low. This bitch is so bad, bro. God damn. Mm. Why is she so bad to me, bro? Is she even a real Italian?
Uh, I don't know.
Right,
Honestly, no,
exactly.
I honestly don't know.
That's what I'm saying. But it's just I don't even like the way she speaks. I just like her look. I do believe she's fire in the ring, though. I really do. And I said it before. I believe she's gonna be one of those. I'm not saying when. I don't know when, but I believe she'll be one of those, man. I believe she's actually nice. She's nice as fuck for
It,
real.
Adriana Rizzo does have some skill in the ring, though. She definitely does.
I want to wrestle her. But
Of course, you do.
to get back to what I was saying before Mike really interrupted me. So I, I like how Ethan Page. Okay, he had his rivalry with Trick because what I was saying was like, what happens after this rivalry is over with? He lost the title. Cool. He's trying to get back in it. He lost. What's next? Are you going to continue to fight for that title, or is he going to do something else, or are they going to be like AEW and just like completely blow him off? I don't know. Pause. But I like so that's what I'm saying. I'm glad that he's still relevant. He's still main eventing, you know what I mean? And I'm pretty
Hmm.
sure it's gonna be a good match as well. So I like that. I like that. Keep him relevant, keep him hot, keep him, in the picture. Cause that was my only concern about Ethan Page. What's the next?
That was the question. 'Cause, yeah, 'cause that's all we knew of what Page was. always world title scene, always NXT championship scene. Yeah,
Hmm.
that was the. I mean, and you can figure like, okay, he's gonna be either main event player or upper mid card player. You figured that was where he was gonna go, but I guess it's just a matter of, okay, are they actually gonna pull the trigger on this? Because it's really there's no way for him to get back to the title right now, the world title.
Yeah, he already tried that.
Yeah, so like it's yeah. Then they close that chapter at Halloween Havoc. So no, it's a good look that we are.
No, on
They're
Deadline.
going. No. When he fought Trick at Halloween Havoc, well, for the last for the in that hardcore match,
Oh, all right. We're saying two different things. All right, all right, I'm speaking on. All right, so when you said he's not going to get back into it right now, and they close the chapter,
right?
I'm thinking of Deadline. So the next the next opportunity that he may have, as far as I the survival match would be what exactly? Like what would be a match?
Um.
Like,
Hmm.
you feel me? Like that's what I'm saying. Like at least with WWE, you got the next up is Royal Rumble. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
And you got Elimination Chamber, and you got Money in
Hmm.
the Bank. You mean you got King of the Ring? You feel what I'm saying? Like, well, NXT. What's after this?
Let's see. Yeah, what would make sense for Ethan? Like in the event of Ethan Page still kind of being in the world title, I think the most sensible thing that could happen for Ethan Page if he wanted to be the world champion, I think maybe that Trick Williams loses, and then
Yeah.
and then he goes after whoever's the champion.
Okay.
Like if it's Opa, if it's Eddie, whomever it
Yeah.
may be.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense too.
I just makes sense. They went to commercial and Ethan Page has got control of this match at this current moment in time. Nice right
So
hand by Ethan Page.
Tony D'Angelo is another one. You know what I mean? After Trick is called up, I'm like, are you
Hmm.
you talking about, like, as far as like the main guys? I don't look at Tony D'Angelo as the main guy right now, but after Trick and Roxanne gets called up, I do, like I said, like, yo, what about Ethan Page? Don't forget about him. I think Oba and Ethan Page is next up.
I could
Um,
see Ethan being a call up too, considering his experience.
his experience and his age makes
Right.
sense, but I mean, but that's one of them things. It's like, all right, bro, would you rather be the main guy on a lesser brand or mid card on the bigger brand?
Mm.
He's not being the main guy on Raw or SmackDown.
No.
Too many killers. Too many killers. Who was that wrestler? Maybe it was a couple of them, but who's that wrestler, man? That was like, man, I'm not trying to get called up on the main roster so I can get buried or so I can be the mid carder. Who was that wrestler, bro? Maybe he was black. I'm not sure. It was when Vince was in power and shit.
Mm.
And he said he would never get called up. Oh, no, maybe no. Wait, what was it? Tommaso Ciampa? Was it him that said that shit?
That feels like
Yeah,
Champa.
it was him. It was him that said
That
that.
feels like Champa.
Yeah, no, I'm thinking about it now. It was him that said that. That's crazy how things change. Yeah,
And now that Vince ain't in power, and Triple H has always seemed to like Champa and Gargano, and now it's like, oh, they've hit their stride as a tag team,
yeah,
and like they tried it as singles guy, like with the singles runs, they tried it, it just didn't work out for health
yeah,
reasons, for injuries, or for
yeah,
just didn't blow up like they thought it would. But as a tag team, it just works.
yeah,
It just like they're great at telling a story, whether as enemies or as allies. They're great at telling a story, and it just works.
I would like for Johnny Gargano to bring his wife, in the main as like manager or just ringside bottom because of DIY or they've been building, bro. They've been building, and they. I feel like they fell off a little bit, but then now with the whole plot twist that happened, they building up that steam again, and I just feel like she would be cool with that. Keep this as this hill. Like Tommaso Ciampa already is fire as a hill, and they just keep that shit going because Candice LeRae ain't really doing nothing. I mean, I ain't say she ain't
like
doing nothing, but
like a main roster version of what the way was.
yeah, I mean, all right, what is she doing? She's n-
She's
not
effectively, I don't know if
Nia's.
she's a third wheel with
Yeah,
Nia and
yeah.
Tiffany,
She's like a
but
side bitch. Like,
like a second side piece
yeah.
for Nia.
So like, but after that storyline is over with, I just personally feel as of right now, kicking it with your husband and they won the title. I feel like that will, or you could do both. She could do both. Like,
I think both is in play. I think both
yeah,
for Candice is in play.
because I
Oh,
like,
or I think she's gonna float around the U.S. title scene
yeah, that's true
where
too.
obviously Tiffany has the world title vision. She doesn't need to win this title, obviously, and Nia's the champion. So it just makes sense that Candice will eventually. I think she's gonna float around the U.S. title scene. I think she'd be a great workhorse champion.
So,
So like, obviously Candice doesn't win it now, but I think Candice will obviously hover around that title. I think.
so to get back to that conversation earlier in the very beginning, you said, like
Oh,
where,
that's what's the fate.
what happens with the women. Yeah, I mean the title scene and like how you feel about and you talking about NXT. Well, what about Tiffany Stratton? Do you think she'll go back to NXT? I hope not, for
No,
real.
no, she doesn't need it. No,
Yeah,
I think she's absolutely going to win the world title at
yeah.
some point in 25. It's just a matter of okay, when does she pull the trigger?
I only
She's
bring it up
absolutely
because,
winning the world title in 25.
and I agree. I just only bring it up because of the teaser that we had.
Yeah, she'll probably because they're doing it in LA. I think she'll pull up for the show. But I don't think she's going to actually do anything. If D'Angelo retains the title. So now, okay, so now we're going to put some more weight on this with Ethan Page. Like, what does Ethan Page do? He went for the Eagles Edge and got planted with a spine buster, and that was it, and that was all. Are we? Are
I
we,
feel
are we
like
seeing it's the downfall of Ethan Page?
nah. I want to see what happens. I do not like that finishing move, bro. NXT has some trash ass finishing move in my opinion, bro. Oh my gosh, not
Yeah,
all
he
of
used to do
them.
a fisherman suplex as a finisher. D'Angelo did.
You said what?
He used to do that like a fisherman suplex for the
Yeah.
first finisher. Oh, Ryan Lee pulling up to NXT.
So I hate his beard. I hate his fucking beard.
He's all like Six is king.
I hate his fucking beard. But he got a nigga to do his hairline. I know that for a fact. He got a nigga to do his hairline.
Yo, that shape, yeah, that shape up on
Yeah.
his beard is wild. Like that is a
Like, look at his hairline, bro. Like,
yo, that is
a
wild, man.
nigga
It,
did that, bro. I gotta ask him.
no man, yeah, that cut is clean. Yeah, that's a
But I hate that fucking crayon.
yeah. The beard is wild. Like nothing about that matches.
Yeah.
Absolutely nothing about that matches or sinks at all. Okay, so they're gonna main event with this women's tag. Roxanne and Cora Jade versus Julia and Kalani.
Yo, where does Chase you go from here, bro?
I would be shocked if they're not a call up.
Mm-mm-mm.
I'd be legitimately shocked if they're not a call up.
Mm. Oh, I was doing it because of Roxanne. I was doing it because of Roxanne.
Yep. I figured it was Roxanne or Cora. It was
Yeah.
one of the two. It might have been both of the two, but it was definitely one of the two at minimum.
I'm still not a fan of her mic work, bro. I'm still not. I hate her.
Roxanne?
Yes, I hate her mic work like I hate tricks. But I hate tricks a little more though. I ain't gonna lie.
Is it matter just can't take her seriously because she's only 22 and like it hasn't like her voice hasn't like gotten any sort of deep at all.
First of all, don't make me sound like a fucking pedophile after I just got finished saying and now you saying that shit. Oh,
No, you did that part. You did the first part.
so she ain't reached puberty yet, so you don't like her, like nigga.
She ain't reached puberty yet.
No, bro. It's just the believability in her promos. I'm just
Okay.
that's all like I said about her, Trick, Wesley, it's the believability, man. And I'm not like I'm a huge battle rap fan. And the one thing that separates one from the other is believability. You can talk about all the bitches you
Okay.
fucked and all the niggas you shot, but if it's not believable, it's not going to sit with the crowd. And that's what happens.
Mm,
Like I, I'm not comparing them to battle rap, but I'm comparing them as far as believability. I don't. It's not believable to me, bro. That's just me, though. It's just me. I like and like my man's. Shout out to Manir. You know Manir. Um, he's a casual, but I don't take what the fuck he says serious because he says
okay.
MJF. He don't believe in him. He's like, oh, all he does is just shit on somebody, and then all that. That's it. I was like, bro, you don't even watch it. Like, you don't even watch AEW. You're just a casual.
Yeah, MJF does his homework when it comes to these promos.
That's what I'm saying.
He absolutely does his homework.
So it's like, no, bro. Like he is believable. He says Seth Rollins. He said he don't believe him. He said he tries too hard. No, he's not. I don't believe Seth Rollins tries too hard. He's talking about as far as his goofiness, his aura. Like I can say I believe once Seth started doing that goofy shit at first, I can see where he's coming from. But I feel like as time,
Right, I wasn't rocking with it either.
yeah, I feel like as time went on, I feel like we started fucking with it. I mean, he started getting more comfortable. You know what
Right.
I mean? Like when Seth came out with them big boots that was like trending and shit for like a week or some shit like that.
Oh, the Super Mario
Yeah,
boots.
Super Mario.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm like, it's like Seth. I feel like he got more comfortable as time went on. But so yeah, there's like, oh, Jay Uso. That's another one. I'm like, bro, I'm about to block you, nigga. Like, I don't like talking to you, bro. Like Jay Uso that he tries too hard,
Is that
nigga.
the Jey Uso? No,
That's
what?
what I'm saying. Oh, Jalil White.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't get that at all.
I just seen Jalil White on oh, hold on. Side note. So Jalil White was on the was I just peeped the last second of it, but I see he was on like the show, bro. He so listen, this is what I want to do, right? And I'm saying this here.
Okay.
It's not because I'm gonna send you a voice note, but I'm gonna put this out here now. I want to do a on some fun shit, just the top TV sitcom black actor, what is it?
Okay.
March Madness. Top TV
Mmm.
sitcom black, I'm talking about the Wayans brothers. I'm talking about
Right.
like Carlton, George Jefferson, Steve
Mm-hmm.
Urkel.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? Like the best TV sitcom black actor of all time.
Will
There's
Smith,
like
Bill Cosby.
you feel me?
I get it. Sanford
Oh,
and Son.
whoa, hold on. First of all, the new word that starts with a C that's canceled is not cunt, it's Cosby. So, but yes, exactly. Like JJ from the what you call it, from Good Times.
Yeah.
Like individual characters though, like
Right. Right.
Hillary,
Right. No, no, I get it.
Carl
That's what I'm
Winslow.
saying.
Yeah,
Carl Winslow,
yeah.
another one. Philip Banks,
Come on, no, not Philip Baker. Uncle Phil, my
Uncle
nigga. Come
Phil.
on, bro. Uncle Phil, like I feel like that should be cool as hell, bro. It's all fun. Like I don't think that there's no right or wrong answer, but it is toxic though. It's like nigga, what? I mean, you might have Marlon and Sean go against each other. You feel what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right. Right. Right.
Um, So yeah, I think that would be cool,
That's
bro.
not a bad. That's not a bad John. That's not a
You,
bad. That's not a bad move.
you be down with that?
No, yeah, that's something I think we could do. Yeah, that's
All
something I
right.
think we could do here.
And
Cause
I'm
like
gonna
yeah,
see
we
my
even get the women involved in this, like any of the
yeah.
Banks
What?
children, like Ashley or
What?
Hillary or Laura Winslow
Yeah,
or
absolutely. Oh, what Aunt Viv? I feel like Aunt Viv, the black Aunt Viv.
Viv.
I think she has a strong case to win it all for real, for real.
She's
A
got a real
strong
shot.
case. What are you talking about?
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
she's got a
Clear,
real
yo,
shot.
can you imagine Aunt Viv and oh my gosh, hold on, relax, calm down, hold on, bro. Who's the who's the black mom, bro? Who's the black mom that everyone adores, bro?
I think
Felicia
everyone loved
Rashad, bro.
the the darker skin, not Viv.
No, yes, but I was talking about Felicia Rashad, bro.
Oh
Can
yeah,
you
yeah, yeah, Felicia
imagine?
Rashad. Yeah, yep. You're right.
Can you Claire Huxtable? No, she was Claire Huxtable, not Felicia Rashad. She was Claire
Right,
Huxtable. Can you imagine that as a tournament? That's a real life. That could be a real thing for the championship.
right.
Claire Huxtable versus the black. And it was funny we called her black, when she really was the dark skin.
The
But
dark skin. Yeah.
yeah, but niggas called it the black version. But can you imagine them two in the championship round?
The,
Very possible.
yes.
Very possible. And then we treat it like the March Madness, like we do wrestling.
Like how we
Oh
did wrestling last year because we left it up to the
yeah,
wheel and the and the wheel left us with so many good matchups last year. Oh, it was so many good matchups.
I really want to do that, bro. And
That would be good.
I believe we could actually have 64 and go through it. Like
Yeah.
we don't have to explain everything like we do wrestlers. Like, because if you know, you know. You
Right.
feel me? Like we don't have to go there. Like we will, but we don't. But I just feel like it just we can. I think we could easily do 64, bro.
I think we could get there too. Yeah, cause we didn't even get to Martin yet, and like we like
Oh,
talk about
what?
Martin and Gina.
What? 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 Can you imagine that lot? Can you imagine that matchup? Martin, Pam
Yes,
and Gina, Pam and
Pam and
Gina.
Gina.
Oh, Waldo and Waldo and Cole. Come on,
Yeah.
bro. Eddie Winslow and Tommy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying, Steve Urkel and Carlton.
Yep. Stephen Carlson or Stefan and Will or like it's
Yo, bro. I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying, bro. Like,
or Jazz. Like who match up for
oh,
Jazz? Like who match
Waldo.
up with
Oh,
Jazz?
no. Oh, that's a great one. That's a great one. Who could match? Like, who's another jazz character?
Right.
Ooh, I think Eddie. Honestly, I think Eddie
Eddie
Winslow.
would be interesting. Eddie would be is an interesting one.
I
Like
think
Tia
he.
and Tamara Mowry. Like who matches up with them or
Ooh, I think. The Wayne brothers.
yeah, the
Yeah,
Wayans brothers. Yep, the Wayans
yeah,
brothers. Yep,
yeah.
yeah, that's a good John. That's a
That's a
good John.
great one.
Yeah,
Oh man.
that'll work. Yeah, that'll work.
Matter of fact, hold on. I'm about to put my nigga on the spot real quick. Hold on. Hey yo, you on the pod right now? You on the pod right now? I gotta ask you a question. Hold up, Alexa, pause. I don't mean to take over shit. Got Big Swain on the building. You know what I mean, and,
Yep.
this is a segment where usually Beast on the hot seat, but I'm putting Swain on the hot seat. So we're doing. I gotta break it down to you just in case you want to be involved, right? I'm really considering doing a the best black TV sitcom actor of all time, right? The same way I do our wrestling March Madness, right? And it may have crazy matchups like Martin versus Will Smith in the first round, the
Mm-hmm.
championship round. It could be the Black Aunt Viv versus Claire Huxtable. You get what I'm saying? Because they have a strong case of making it tight. You get what I'm saying? So
Right.
as far as like equal matchups, like the Wayans brothers and T and Tamara, right? Who do you think will match up with Jazz from the Fresh Prince? Ooh, that's a good one.
Oh,
I
that's
said
good.
Cole.
Yeah, I
I
like that
said
one. That's a good one.
I said Cole and Waldo. I said that's I think that, and but I said Eddie and Jazz would be a better one. So I want to say Tommy and Jazz, but nah, I don't think that will hit as much. Well, I'm gonna say that won't hit, but I'm talking about as far as comparison.
Right.
Braxton, there you go. That's why I had to
Ooh,
call it
okay.
that. Braxton from Jamie
Okay.
Foxx. There you go.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
the
Oh,
perfect
yeah,
one.
yeah, yeah.
I had the card. There you go. I'm gonna
That
let you
was a
get
good
back
one.
to what you doing, bro. There you go, Braxton. Like and follow. Practice needed. At practice needed on all social media platforms. But yes,
That's a good one. That's a good one.
yeah,
Yeah,
Braxton,
Jamie
bro.
Foxx's show, Steve Harvey's show, with
Yeah.
him and Cedric. Yeah, that's yeah. We got a lot of ground we could cover with this.
Ooh, here you go.
We
We can even go from. Oh, you know who else can really make who can make a good run, and it's like on some sneaky shit. Orlando Brown,
yeah,
because
Orlando
that's
can
on
make a run. Yeah, that's not bad.
He's been on Jamie Foxx, he's been on Family Matters, he's been on That's
Right,
So Raven. You see
right.
what I'm saying?
Raven
Like,
Simone's another one
yeah,
that can make a
yeah,
run.
yep. Raven Simone versus Laura. Mm,
That's a good one.
yeah.
It's either Raven versus Laura or Raven versus Hillary. Those are the two I thought of
See, I
with
was
that one. That
I was gonna go with Hillary first, but because Hillary's more doofus, that's why I didn't go with that. And I
that's a
felt
good
like,
one. Yeah,
yeah,
I got you. I got you. I got you. I got
yeah.
you.
But if we talk about,
Hillary was very ditzy. Like Ashley was a sweetheart, but yeah, Hillary was very ditzy.
but but Hillary's character can go far as well, though.
Yes.
So, but I say Orlando Brown because of his longevity, bro.
Hmm.
You feel me? Like, so that's why I'm like, damn, because this nigga was on Family Matters and Jamie Foxx show and on That's So Raven. Like, he really was out here, bro. But
That's your McFol. That's the McFoley of this tournament right there.
hold on, no, we can't. No, hold on, we can't do that. We can't do that because That's So Raven wasn't in the '90s.
That's the Raven. When did that drop? That was
It's
what,
like early
2003.
2000s. Yeah, because if because unless this may be a stretch, but or maybe it could be another tournament for 2000
Yeah,
because
2003.
yeah, see, 'cause if you want to do because 2000 cause if you think about it, 2000 have his own tournament, his own 101.
It could have its own. It could have its own world.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's true.
101, the Proud
Hmm.
Family,
Hmm.
the Parkers.
My
Um,
Wife and Kids.
oh my God, don't get me started on that,
My Wife and
bro.
Kids was really good.
Oh,
I really did enjoy
yes.
that.
Actually, hold on. Jamie Foxx wasn't on. Jamie Foxx was 2000s. Yeah, he was. Jamie Foxx was in the 90s. He was early 2000s as well, bro. As I think about it. Damn.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of like him and Steve Harvey show too. Was
No, no,
no,
Steve.
Fox was 96.
No, yeah. Steve Harvey.
Fox was 96
Oh, Fox
because
was.
they came out around the
Okay,
same
okay,
time.
okay. For some
They came
reason,
out around the same time.
so maybe that's when I started watching it. Then was the
Yeah,
early 2000s then, because the 90s they had all hitters, bro. They had all
right.
hitters in the 90s. I'm not saying
Yeah,
the
Harvey. Yeah, Harvey
2000s.
came out in 96. Yeah, Harvey came out in 96 too.
Well, wait a minute. Jamie Foxx and Steve Harvey. Oh, you right.
Cause I remember
You
them back to back.
right.
Like
No, you
I
right,
remember
bro.
them like back to back. Like it was like
Yeah,
an hour long John
yeah,
between the two
yeah.
of them on like UPN or WB
Yo,
17 or
yo, yo,
something.
yo, UPN,
I
yep.
remember them back to back.
And you know what? And it don't even make sense because how the hell is Orlando Brown is a kid in the Family Matters and the Jamie Foxx show and but in that's how's he a kid on Family Matters and the Jamie Foxx show if the Jamie Foxx show was in the 2000s? It don't make sense.
Right.
Yeah, so I'm thinking about it. Okay, cool. But the 2000s, like I said, Proud Family, Parkers, 101. Well, like you said, My Wife and Kids. You had hold on. Oh gosh. Eh,
Obviously, that's when Raven was in the
Yeah.
2000s.
Hold on, I'm drawing a blank, but that's called my ADD right now. But 2000 was fun too, man. 2000 was definitely fun as well. Girlfriends. Oh man, girlfriends, bro. The game.
Yeah,
No, no, no.
girlfriends was.
Hold on. I think the game. Yeah, hold on. Do you remember the show, the
Oh yeah,
game?
the game screams 2000. That
Oh
felt
my
like a
god.
2000 show. Yeah, girlfriends came out in
What?
2000.
Yeah.
Yeah, girlfriends came out in 2000.
Yeah, the game, and that was my shit, man. I watched. That's crazy how I've been watching. Oh, well, no, we saying black. Never mind, because I was going to go. I mean, unless you want to go deeper, pause, pause.
And the game was 2006. Okay,
Yeah,
so yeah, so that's another one
yeah,
in that era.
so the 2000 man, they had their own show of his own. Like they got a whole dialogue on his own. But unless you want to do 90s and 2000s, and we could just do shows, because I feel like if we do individuals, that could be a 90s tournament on its own, bro. There's so many
Right. That
killers.
yeah. If we're individuals, yeah. If we're
Yeah,
individuals, we can probably get to 64 characters.
we could actually
But if
do
we're doing
64
shows,
characters. Yeah, mix them together.
right? But like if we're doing shows, then we could probably easily come up with, at the very least, we may
30
be able to
shows.
come up with at least eight from like 30, yeah, like 32 in total, but like eight from the 80s, eight from the 90s, eight from the aughts, and like, yeah, like we could, and then just eight you could just throw in from whatever of the 3 decades or something like that. I think that's when all the
Ooh.
like the shows really debuted starting in the 80s.
All right, so you got the
Uh,
80s, you got the Jeffersons, you got 227, fucking
right.
good
Oh, Jefferson's
times.
came in '75,
Oh, that's the
The
70s?
Jeffersons would have been added in anyway.
Oh,
But
damn.
yeah, Jefferson's came in 1975. Okay.
Hold on. When did it end?
Jefferson's ended 11 seasons, so it ended in '86.
Does it still count? Because now,
I mean, I
because
think we would have added it in anyway as like the eight for like just eight shows. Like
because
if we're only doing '80s, '90s, 2000s, and then we just added eight other shows
yeah,
that are worthy of this,
yeah.
like they would have been in it anyway. So
God damn, the 70s.
yeah, they came in the '70s.
So hold on, now I really want to see when the fuck did
Yeah,
227.
I'm looking it up too. Like Sanford and Son was 72.
God,
That didn't even get to 1980.
yeah.
It's like that. So yeah, they may be able to get eight from the '70s.
Real shit though.
Um,
227 show. Oh, that was the 80s. Okay. 227. Living Single. How you forget about Living
85.
Single?
Living Single. That's right.
Yeah,
Yes, Living
yeah, that's another
Single.
John. Yeah.
That's right. Living Single.
Yo, we can really get some shit going on though.
We could get 32. We could definitely get 32. Living Single was 93. Like an 80s bracket, a 90s bracket, a 2000s bracket, and then everything else, and then eight other ones that we could just put in there. You could definitely pull that off.
This should be
This match
fun.
was fast. This
At,
match was legitimately
yeah.
fast. As Cora Jade gets the pin for her team, and Stephanie Valkyrie is coming out to have a word with Cora Jade. Cora's ready. Unfortunately, I don't know if Cora's actually ready because Stephanie's right behind her, and Vicaire is throwing hands. So that's how it looks like. This is gonna end.
Yeah.
Cora got the pin for her team, but Stephanie Valkyrie is coming after Cora, and she's got Cora. She had Cora's Singapore game, but she dropped it. Instead, she's just gonna chase after Cora and chase Cora out of the building. Meanwhile, Eddie Thorpe is getting the title match he wanted. Hmm. Oh, okay. Lacey jumped in the chat. Everybody hates Chris. Bernie Mac. Oh, yeah, those are two. Yeah, those are two. Yeah, Bernie
Oh
Mac show
yeah.
was hilarious.
Yeah, that was the 2000s though, right? Yeah, that was 2000s.
Yes. Yeah, the both of them were 2000s.
Yeah.
Everybody hates Chris and Bernie Mac were both 2000s.
I mean, she's right, but I was specifically thinking about, like, for the most part, for the 90s, like
Right.
Moesha, smart guy.
Moesha's another one. Yeah. Brandy was one.
No, Moesha, not
Yeah, good.
Brandy.
Oh, yeah, yeah. You're right. You're right. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
It was Moesha. But yeah.
Oh, the PJs,
PJs.
PJs.
Oh, I love the PJs. Oh, the PJs are so good.
Bro. Oh,
Oh, I love the PJs.
yeah. Hey, you
The
know,
other one I would have thought of was Boondocks, but Boondocks is 2000s.
yeah,
But
yeah. Oh, yeah. If we, but you know, but Lacey was right in as far as the 2000s goes. Like Bernie Mac and motherfucker, everybody thinks Chris heavy
mhm.
hitters.
Yes, yeah, they
Absolutely,
were.
absolutely. And Boondocks, yes, absolutely. Ooh, so but that's what I'm trying to tell you. The 2000s is its
Hmm.
own tournament, bro.
It might be its own thing. Yeah,
Yeah,
like we could. This is definitely something I would do for February.
yeah. I
This,
was
this
thinking the
is this,
same
this
thing,
to me is
bro.
this to me is a February, John.
I was thinking the same thing. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
This, this is a February thing. This is absolutely a February thing for me. I think that's the play. We do this in February. We come up with we could yeah, okay, so we're basically yeah, we wanted to focus on the 80s and 90s, but there's so many in the 2000s. Yeah, we definitely split this up.
And,
Has
yo,
have 16 from the 80s and 90s, and then have 16 strictly from the 2000s.
and listen,
And,
bro.
and
It's not even me being biased for real, but it's being real. Come on, Eve, bro.
hmm
Even white people was watching Eve, dog.
yes,
I wasn't the biggest fan of it at the time, but I know a lot of women was watching that, bro. Um, yo, they got some hitters, half and half, bro. Like, there's some hitters, bro. There's some hitters in the
yeah, yeah,
2000s.
there is.
Oh, the Hughleys in the 90s.
The Hugleys, yes, yeah. The Hugleys were funny.
You gotta put respect on their name, bro. I think this shit would be cool. Oh, remember, hold on, remember Hang on Mr. Cooper?
Yes, thank you, Mr. Yes, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
bro.
right. That wasn't that decade. Yeah.
Yo, we got some shit, bro. We got some shit. But the 2000s though, I feel like yeah, the 2000s gotta be his own identity, bro. Cause they
hmm
they got, they got a lot of heavy hitters, especially like I said, especially with um what you said, the Boondocks, and Lacey said everybody says Chris Brady, man. Like there's a lot of other Jones too. But I and
Right.
like I said, the Proud Family, bro. That's so Raven. Like those some heavy hitters, dog. They some fucking heavy hitters, bro. So yeah, we gonna spin the block on this zone. We gonna spin the block. But I really want to do February. I believe we could do February. I want to do characters. Black
Okay.
TV. Or it only gotta be the 90s. It could be black TV show. Um, my phone is on. Do not.
That one we can do like a general one, and that can span all decades and easily get to 64. Like we could span like 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s. We could easily
Yeah.
get to 64 from those four decades.
Black sitcom characters. Period.
Right.
And you know how toxic that shit gonna be because it's
That's
gonna be
gonna be
just
this.
like
There's gonna
wrestling.
be a lot of
It's
exclusions, and people gonna be like, "Are you kidding me? Like, why
it's
wasn't
gonna
this person here?"
exactly just like when we first did when we first did March Madness the year you wasn't on. I added Kofi and niggas was
Yeah.
going crazy like why the fuck would you add him? And I like
Right.
well you sit there and think about it and I start breaking down his accolades and I made a strong case and some niggas was like all right but some niggas was like nigga but every year there's always gonna be somebody that's like nigga really every year.
right.
But I will tell you though who I am excited for is Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins, but specifically Roman Reigns. Like his stock has went up
hmm
as far as the GOAT, as far as the best wrestlers of all time. Like he's up there now, bro. Like
Because of how great how great his run was,
yeah,
and how everything he really is the center of the universe in wrestling in WWE. At minimum, WWE, and maybe even in wrestling, he is the
yeah.
center of the universe.
I yes. He's still center of the universe in wrestling. Yeah, yeah, he is. Who else?
Yeah, no one else carries that aura, or no one else carries that energy, and like everything
I
seems to
mean,
like, and pretty much every major story in WWE has some sort of pull. Almost all of them have a pull to Roman in some
like
way.
it's Roman and then it's Cody.
Yeah, Cody. Yeah, Cody's next up. Yeah.
Yeah. And Roman been doing this. Oh my gosh, yo, I can't wait, bro. I can't wait. I just don't want to go against Seth versus Roman. That's the only matchup that I do not want to have.
Oh, what was the
For
the first round matchup last year that like that had you completely shook. Was it like Hunter and Dusty or something? Like what was the?
It was,
Oh, no, no, it was a hypothetical. It was a hypothetical. It was like the test run that we did. I think the first
it
one of the
was a
first
test
round
run.
test
What?
run judges. I think it was like Rick and Dusty or something like that.
It was Dusty and Rick or Dusty and Chris Jericho. It was something
Something
like
like
that.
that.
Or Dusty and Shawn. Like I know it was my favorites. I know that.
Yeah.
I know that. And I almost went Jacob 5 too and shit. Yeah, it was definitely Dusty and somebody else. So yeah, I'm not trying to have that shit again.
Well, but
um,
the wheel's gonna do that. The wheel is gonna cause a lot of mayhem, and yeah, so like, that's him. So look out for that because we're gonna do that obviously in March. And the black obviously the Black TV history, if you will. We're gonna be doing those. We're gonna look that for that in February. I think
so
that's just way too much sense.
this what I want you to do though, bro. Because I know you usually respond, but nah, I do it. I do it. I do it. Nah, I was going to say I want you to put it on the Discord, but I can put it on the Discord. I can
Okay.
do it. Yeah, because I was sitting there thinking, why don't we have the pod? It could be the pod. I mean, and it's
Yeah, yeah.
five of us. It's five of us, so that means someone has to make the tough decision.
We're always gonna have
Hmm.
the like it's always gonna be guaranteed
Right.
majority. Yeah,
So
no, yeah, all five of us come together. We can do that.
at the very, very least, I know it. Oh no, that's fucked up. Because I was going to say at the very least, you, me, G, and Big Sway, but I could throw an old head in there. I could throw an old. Like get one of my OGs. It's like that he's going to vouch for the Jeffersons or Sanford and Son. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? Like
Yeah, I get
someone
it. No,
I
I get it.
can.
I get it. I get it.
Yeah. Yo, this show gonna be fun. Regardless, what this shit gonna be fun, bro. I think
It's
this is
gonna be
gonna be
crazy.
super fire, and I'm gonna get on that like real soon. Get on that road. But I want you to get your 64 ready, nigga. Because we gonna
Okay.
treat this, like we do March Madness. You give me your top, I'll give you my top. I'll give you your top 64. I'm gonna phrase that.
I'm about to
And
say pause, man. Pause.
yeah. Lacey, give me top. All right. And and then I guess that's it. I got nothing else to add to that.
All right, drop the socials. We can get out of here.
At Dave the Step there on all social media platforms, including Twitch, because I'm over there being toxic. Oh man, I'm toxic as hell on Twitch, and I've been banned twice. So I gotta,
How? How'd you pull house, man? How'd you pull that off so fast?
because I'm fucking toxic. I gotta fit. Like I'm. It's like people are tuning in for the toxic shit, but like I'm getting like my followers is going up. They're going up. It only got to like 20 something, but it's like every time I'm streaming, I'm going toxic. I'm getting more and more views, but then I'm getting banned at the same time. So I don't know how the hell to do this shit.
All right. Beast Mike here on Twitter. Beast Mike 215 on TikTok. Beast Mike 215 on Threads for three people who have that. Beast Mike on Blue Sky.
What the
For
fuck is
people
a
who
blue
have
sky?
Blue Sky is basically the alternative to is an alternative to Twitter. It came out shortly after the election. It's not bad. It's not a bad app. It's not as developed as Twitter is, obviously, but it's not bad. It's an alternative. The person who created it used to work at Twitter,
Okay.
and now they're doing this thing with Blue Sky. It's not bad.
I'm mad you gatekeeping platforms that we could develop in. That's crazy.
And then Beast Mike's train of thought on YouTube is the YouTube channel as well.
And I love you, Solo.
We'll see you next time.